And there we are, Sunday night. How you doing? We got a Carl back from a freaking cruise, being out on a boat. That's that guy up there. Of course, I have a daughter calling me. Why wouldn't I? We're ignoring it. She has a mom in the other room. Um, so that's what kind of parent I am. So anyway, yeah, yeah. Call your mom. So anyway, Carl's back from his cruise. But we don't have is Duke Nukem. Um, we don't have the Cool Hand Duke, who is currently in Vegas. Man, am I allowed to say that? Because what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, and he's happening in Vegas right now. Am I allowed to say that he's there? How's that work?
I don't know. Yeah. Too late.
Yeah,
Let's say what he
I think that's as far as you can go. You
that's
can't
as
say
far
what
as I
he's
can go.
doing
Okay,
there.
because you
Yeah.
actually live in Nevada, right?
Yes. But I'm like 8.5
Right, you're
hours
far
away
away
from
from
Vegas.
there, but like you know some of the
Yeah.
rules, right?
Sure.
That's
Yeah.
Okay,
that's
okay.
what happens in Vegas, except for herpes.
Whatever. Yeah. Whatever happens in Vegas gets divorced in Reno.
Got you. Okay, well,
Yeah.
thankfully, him and his wife are already married. They've been married for many, many years. So um,
That doesn't always change things.
um, man, his wife and my wife are friends. So I hope they stay married. Um, anyway, that's where Kurz is. So I'll be running Kurz tonight and Baba Yaga. This should be interesting. I'm fighting myself. It happens usually inside my head. Tonight it gets to happen online. Um, anyway, we have the gang. The rest of the gang are here though. So before we do a recap of what happened last week, I want to do a flashback for everybody. See, we had March Madness occur, right? And right after March Madness, when everybody came back, they kind of talked and stuff like that, and um, they got to meet this new guy named Belivar. They got to meet the the lady named is Joe, and they just kind of hung out and everything, and you know Carl was here for the wake up. He was here for them to talk about that, but he wasn't here when we left. But they ended up having a conversation. Um, and I want to do a flashback to that conversation that they didn't get to really finish that conversation, but Esmeralda would have pulled Tobias off to the side, and when nobody else was really around, kind of pushed him up against the wagon and been like, "So what's your problem? What happened while you were gone that you were so mad at me?"
Because you told me that you never really loved me, that I was nothing to you.
You mean the woman from that universe, from that reality, from that Toby, honey. The only reason I know it wasn't a dream is because that Belivar half drow and and Joe. I mean, come on, honey, she's kind of hot. That Joe chick are here, right? So I know it wasn't a dream, but that wasn't me. Why would I tell you I never loved you?
Because you've never told me that you did.
Because I'm better with actions, honey. You know that. Do you need to hear me say the words to you, though? Because I will. I love you,
Not if you're not
Tobias.
going to mean it.
Tobias. Tobias Tinkerton. I will kick your ass with my only good foot.
I made that foot for you. I can take it apart.
I mean the other one. The other one's the good one. There's the one you made that I call my metal foot, and then my good foot that I was born with before you blew up the other one.
I don't know. It's Is it ever gonna work? Will I ever be enough? Like, are you gonna be? I think you've spent too much time with Rudolph, and you're a lot more like him than you want to be. Just like he does, you believe that you have to push everyone away and keep everyone at a distance so that you're saving them. But what the fuck are we all doing here? We're saving everybody else. But when is it going to be time for us? It's not. There's always going to be another monster to kill. There's always going to be someone else to hunt. We're always going to be looking for Rudolph to find out what scheme, what plan, what he's got in store for us next.
Well, one, he said this is his last hurrah. He's going after Strahd, and that's the last big monster he goes after. Secondly, he didn't tell me he was going to do this. I chased him down, and then he told me. Third, what do you want to do? You want to go to the Sword Coast? Taldori? What? Do you want a vacation? I mean, do you want to get on a sailing ship and just sail away for a week? Is that what you want?
I don't know.
I mean, if we score one big score, do you just want to go live on a sailing ship for the rest of our lives?
Let's just go home. We'll find somewhere quiet, somewhere away from this fucking mist, somewhere away from werewolves and zombies and ghosts and ghouls. Somewhere quiet. But if you can't do it, just say so. We'll let it be at that.
Okay, so I can be with you. I don't have a problem being with you, honey. I really don't. I can be with you. And if you need me to hang up the monster hunting for us to be together, then I need to think about that because I want to be with you. But I can't hang up the monster hunting today.
I know we can't do it, though.
Okay. So before we march on his castle to slay him, I will have you an answer. Is that good enough?
That's fine.
Toby,
Yes.
is that good enough?
Ezzy.
Is that good enough?
It's fine.
I'm serious.
It's fine. And one more thing.
Yes.
And I'm just gonna grab her, pull her close, and kiss her the exact same way that I kissed Esmeralda in the other
dimension. Hey.
Yep.
This time you get a kiss back. With tongue.
Okay. Calm down. And
Now can we do a recap of what everybody missed last week? Including you while you were on an actual sailing ship? Or do you,
Yes.
do you need us to fade to black so that you can be with Esmeralda?
Reset.
I'm good.
Okay. Kat, can we get a recap? Although since you're doing
sure.
it, is it called a recat?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we can say it's a recap. So 2 weeks ago, we had picked up Baba Yaga, and we're taking her to go see her baby Strahd. And along the way, while we were talking with her, we found out that if we were to get rid of this Strahd, that there would more than likely be a much worse Strahd coming behind um, into this dimension after that one went away. So we quickly decided that we needed to somehow stall and not get her there. She seemed to have realized it though, and Cordelia was trying to placate her by being like, nah, we'll just walk to the castle. It's not that far. They can catch up. And then we can go from there. But as soon as the rest of us realized where they were going, we knew we had to stop them ASAP. So I went and stole her bag out of her little floating skull and threw it to Kurz so he could try to burn whatever contents he could. Uh, and then Talon and I tried to drive the skull off. Where unfortunately she still had control over it. And then a fight ensued where we got hit with the cloud of death, I think is what you called it.
It is called a
And
cloud
so
kill.
now a lot of us cloud kill. And now a lot of us are pretty close to being killed.
And she killed my horse. She killed Belle.
Yeah, and that's what ended up getting you over to our side of it. Instead of just being like, no, we need to stop this.
Blaming her for the horse to die may not actually be the truth, though, because we kind of, if we hadn't done the actions we did, the horse wouldn't be dead.
Bella to
Technically,
run.
we killed the horse.
I told Belle to run, and Belle ran after me instead of running away.
So you
What do you
killed her
mean?
by
What-
not
what-
being specific.
No, you said, Belle, run. Right? And she saw you running that way, so she ran that way.
You
can
didn't
blame
tell her
me if you
which
want,
way to run.
Sadie.
Is that the problem?
You can
I'm
blame
just
me if you
saying, when you were in a movie theater, to get it to clear out as quickly as possible.
want. No, don't be using the movie theater example. Don't you dare.
Look, some people run away from trouble, other people run into burning buildings, okay?
I run into burning buildings.
I think you burn the buildings.
No, I run into burning buildings. That's another story.
Okay. So, as we start tonight, how you doing Sunday night? Purple app. Love you. Make sure you go down and check out some stuff down below in the abouts. Just man, follow my people. Follow the abouts. We got some cool content in there. Buy some dice from a dice dealer near you. Preferably the one that's in the about, because she makes some of the best darn dice out there. Top of the order, round 3. That is a Talon. Sir.
Talon, I do believe, as of last week, loaded his crossbow.
Okay.
Hold on a second. Let's see how far she is.
By the way, I will fight any of you that says that this is not the best flavor of Ghost.
What is it?
It's called America
It's the
Pop,
American-
and it tastes just like a bomb pop. Just like it.
Oh, cool.
Alright, so.
What'd you say, Mama Seti? She
She's
says
arguing
it
with
yeah, she says it has the aspartame aftertaste. I don't agree with her. It tastes like dreams. Right? It tastes like childhood memories.
I agree with Mama Seti. I never like diet stuff. It always has that
It's
taste.
not diet. It's sugar free. It's not diet.
I don't like ghosts.
And what's the point of it if it's sugar free?
Isn't that
It still has all the caffeine.
Okay. This is why your characters die tonight. I'm just saying.
Oh,
Seti,
we already know why they're
Seti,
going
I
to
remember
die.
somebody sent you got some dice delivered to you last week. They're not killing us.
You'll
They
be
were
like the only one
pre-filled
alive.
dice.
All right.
Yes, lie to me, please. It's got caffeine. It's got lots of caffeine. Just no sugar.
Did you do something different with your hair?
Me? I did. I actually I shaved my head earlier today and trimmed the goat. And
I was gonna say it's
Mama
short
Mama
again.
said he likes the goat short, and yeah, I got to keep her happy. I like
I
it long.
almost
It doesn't matter if I'm happy.
I almost completely shaved my beard off this morning.
Are you serious, dude?
Yeah.
Don't do that.
No,
Just a
don't
reset.
get crazy.
I think I
then was
should.
Like stop and think.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I was like,
Have you guys seen Prizzle?
No, I
Prizzle
have
plays
not.
on Mondays and every other Tuesday, and he's got the sides, the burns. It comes down, and he shaved all this under here, and that to where it comes down and then goes up and over into a mustache.
nice. He's got the outlaw.
Yes, the outlaw. Yes, I wasn't sure if anyone would know what it's called. So yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, last time I shaved, I looked like Earl. My name is Earl.
Earl had to die. Oh, wait, what?
There was a bear known
What?
as Earl and had to die.
Where was the bear?
Is that what he's
Yeah,
trying to
it is.
do, Corby? He's trying to compete with Choppa.
Choppa.
Yeah, there's this dude Choppa
Chops,
who
yeah.
has. I mean, he's got some chops. They're thick in the tavern. Stop distracting us, Corbin. Okay, Talon, go.
Very easy tonight.
All right. First thing Talon's gonna do is hand his crossbow to Joe and tell her to shoot her with this, because he's looking around knowing that everybody looks terrible. And then he's going to run around all the way up here behind her
Oh, Lord.
and stab her in the back with his cane. It
Where the
is
hell
now
did he come from?
Silvertip.
What?
Movement to get there.
Okay.
I got 40 feet and it was 35.
Okay. It's
So-
a Jamie, the dice dealer herself. The woman that makes the best dice in all of
I hope their
Illinois.
dice are nice to us.
Most likely
Does
all of
16
Missouri.
hit her?
Does it what?
16?
Where'd she go? I gotta look her up again. Hold on. I had her up last 2 weeks ago.
I don't think AC was that high, but
I don't remember it being that high either. Just 3 million hit points. That's all.
that's it.
That's it. 16 meets it, beats it.
Perfect. And then he's going to try and tip her over with it, but I don't know if he can do that or not.
Trying to tip her over. She's what, cow tipping? What do you mean tip her over?
Got her stabbed in the back. He's just going to try to tip her into the ground.
Push her
So she
over.
can't-
Shove her is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and give me strength against strength, and don't forget to roll your damage.
That's an outstanding 5.
Well, just so you know, I rolled a nat 10. So, do you have +5 on your strength?
No.
Okay.
No. I have 0 for that.
Okay. Then you didn't push her over. I mean, she had a bonus to her strength too, but anyway. You didn't push her over. Well, what's your damage, sir?
4, but it was a silver tip, so I don't know if that does anything
Okay.
for her.
Okay. Silver tipped on the sword on the 4. Okay. Cool. Okay.
Basically, just hold her right there for now.
Right on. Amuli, also known as Cordelia.
Amelie.
Amelie.
But anyway, Amuli.
Why I decided to say Amuli, I don't know, because
Insult to injury. Okay.
Amelie. Gotcha.
Cordelia, who is now very hurt, sees Belle fall over, dead, and she lets out a scream of rage. She shouts at Baba Yaga.
How long you had that horse?
It's not about how long I've had that horse.
I was gonna
About
say,
4
it's
days.
only been a couple
You
of
had that horse for
like
4
days.
days.
Let me explain this
Yeah.
to you. And you should probably know this after that heartwarming discussion we all had.
Oh.
Cordelia's not had anybody.
Okay.
Well, it's
Not
4 days,
yet.
but she was gone for a day too.
What?
You were gone for a day too, because we
So-
left right after you got it.
Yeah. Cordelia's never had anybody that she's actually trusted. Then she met you guys.
Then she got a
And then
horse.
she met.
And she trusts the horse with a new name. She named the horse.
You know
but,
what?
know.
That horse chose to stay with her because she asked. So don't keep making fun of my horse, Sadie.
Yes,
make me
ma'am.
cry.
Okay.
Anyways, stop laughing. It's not
I'm not
funny.
really. I'm not really sorry. I don't know if you knew that or not.
On the
I
bright
do.
side, Norman's not here to make it dissolve, so we can always butcher it, and you can
I
make
swear
her.
to God,
meat.
you guys are gonna make me cry. Stop it.
You make some stew.
Y'all are being mean now.
Do not upset. Do not upset my friend Emerald over the make-believe horse.
I'm gonna unsettling words her, and then I'll cast. Had this whole plan, but you ruined it. So there. I'm gonna unsettling words. I was gonna do this fancy thing, Steady, but now you're welcome. Unsettling words, and then I'm gonna cast Psychic Lance on her. Yes, 8. I need a intelligence 15 from her and subtract 8 from it.
Intelligence 18. Subtract 8.
Yes.
So what you're telling me is I need a nat 20.
Basically. And you got one, didn't you? Fuck that.
No, he just rolled it.
No. But you don't realize how close it was. And by close, I mean like it like if it would have rolled one more, it would have been a nat 20. So she does not make the save.
All right. And she takes hot dog.
Hot diggity
24,
dog.
6, 12, 18, 24, 29, 33, wait, 29 plus 4, 33, right? 37 damage. Of,
37 damage.
Alright, hold on, I gotta read this. You take 76 damage, and I rolled 46, man.
You said 76?
76 damage.
7d6.
D 7D.
No,
6.
7d6.
Right.
No, 76.
76.
Uh-huh.
Not like the gas station.
Right.
And you're incapacitated until the start of your next turn. And then I'm moving towards you. And I didn't even look at you. I said your name. I didn't even have to see you. I said your name.
Okay. Say my name. Say my name.
Mm.
Tell me
I
that you
don't
love
know.
me.
Wait, hold on. I
That
gotta
you'll never
measure
leave
this.
me. Say my name. Say my name.
I think my. Hold on. What's my 40 speed? 40 speed. Okay, I'm going right here. If I calculate it right, that should be right there.
How many feet is that?
Should be 40. I use the thing. I might be one off, but I use the thing.
Okay. No, you right. You right.
That's all I can do for now. Hot dog. That was sweet.
Diggity dog.
I have one more bardic inspiration left. And she is incapacitated. I don't know when her turn is, but she's incapacitated.
Until
The start of her next turn? Of my next turn.
that makes way more sense.
And it's compatible. And so I thought it was hers. Yes.
Okay. By the way, Jamie, it's not so much that I personally think that the glizzy, I don't think it dropped. I don't think you dropped it. I think it jumped. I think it jumped ship and tried to hide because it knew it was from Trey. And it was like,
For
no.
those watching, there's a joke. I sent Teddy some dice earlier, like
Earlier in the year.
about what?
Yeah.
About 2 months ago,
Something like that.
and a D12 jumped ship and stayed in my pocket. So this is now a joke.
When I didn't get the D10, I was like, okay, Trey, are you like saving dice and like you're going to get a whole set of mismatched dice and then send them to me? Is that what you're doing to me here? So
That would be the way
Nobody's
to
going
do
to
it.
keep him hoping that it throws you off.
I'm telling you,
Ridiculous.
it did throw me off. We'll just let's put it that way. It did throw me off.
I do wish we were able to have him get the dice last week on Sunday before we started playing, because it would have been entertaining.
It would have, because it. You know, I did a TikTok about it, but by the way, Joe, it's your turn, and then I'll be on deck with Kurz. But if you haven't seen that TikTok, so what happened was, I these dice are fucking ugly. Okay, I mean ugly all day. And Jamie, my dice dealer, D20 dinner, she made these dice, and they look like hamburger meat, right? And they have gold flakes. No, I don't eat hamburger meat with gold flakes. Okay, the gold flakes are mixed in with the hamburger meat, right? And another one of our friends who plays on Monday night, Thick Monty, called them 24 karat glizzies. Okay, but they're ugly, okay, for real. So I have been telling Jamie since they got made, if nobody takes the 24 karat glizzies, I want them. Okay? And she's like, no, somebody's going to buy them at this con. And she went to a convention several weeks ago, and nobody bought them. Okay? So when nobody bought them, and I mean, she had a D20 chunk that looked like a butthole, literally looked like a butthole, and somebody bought it. Okay? So she really thought that the 24K glizzy were going to sell. They didn't sell. So that Sunday night, I was like, hey, I really want those 24K glizzies. And she goes, no, somebody wants to buy them. I was like, bullshit. Don't nobody want to buy them ugly things. Okay? And you got to understand, see, Jamie and I have an agreement. Okay? She won't lie to me. If I ask her a direct question, she will not lie to me. Okay? So she may not be willing to tell me. Like if I were to say who, she may be like, I can't tell you, but she won't lie to me, right? So she was like, somebody wants to buy them, and I'm like, whatever. And I mean, I knew she couldn't lie to me, but still, these dice are ugly. So last Saturday, yeah, it was last Saturday, wasn't it? Last Saturday,
Yes, it was.
I was hanging out online with my people, right? We were just kicking it and everything on Saturday, and she kept jumping on every once in a while, and I was already a little suspicious because Friday she said, you know, what are you doing Saturday and everything, and I was a little suspicious because she made the mistake of saying, well, are you going to be busy with Mama Seti in the morning or in the afternoon? And it just, I was like, why does that matter? But anyway, Saturday, I'm hanging out all Saturday afternoon and stuff, kicking it online with my people and everything, you know, just doing Strahd stuff, right? And all of a sudden, my dog got like crazy with the cheese whiz, and I was like, "What's going on, man?" And I got up to look, and I saw Jamie's car in my driveway. She drove the 3.5 hours to come give me banana bread that she had made. Or so she said that was the only reason. A lie by omission, Missy, is still a lie. But but anyway, she came in, she hung out for a little while, you know, and then she went to go hang out with another friend and stuff too. So Saturday night, I had to cancel last Sunday's game because Carl was still on a boat in the middle of the ocean, and Danny was like, I think he was in Vegas. I think he's been in Vegas for like 2 weeks. I don't know. Whatever. He's been gone for a while. He was at a football game last Sunday night, and Kat wasn't going to be able to play because Kat was moving, but now she's not moving. She's still moving, but just wasn't moving last Sunday moving. So, but we couldn't play, right? So I was like, okay, cool. So I announced it and everything. All of a sudden, Trey reaches out to me on Saturday, and he's like, hey, boss, can we talk for a minute? And I'm like, man, what the hell does this dude want? Okay. I figured it was him begging me for a level up. It was him begging me to take it easy on them. You know, begging me for like some kind of a special magic item or something. And we're sitting here and we're talking and everything. And he goes, hey, why don't you grab that box off your table behind you? And I was like, I mean, I looked over to my left and there wasn't one, and I looked over and I was like, how's he know that box is over there? Because like that box has been sitting there for months. It's a Christmas box, right? And I'm like, what? And he's like, grab that red box, and I grab it, and he's like, open it up, and I open it up. If he didn't go and buy 24 karat glizzy for me and had Jamie bring him and drop him off. You know, one of the other things that gave it away was while I'm talking to Trey, all of a sudden Mama said, he goes, is that Trey? Why? How does she know I'm talking to Trey? Why she know I'm talking to Trey? What is going on? But yeah, so Trey Leos bought me 24 karat glizzies, and they're ugly. They're ugly all day. They roll hot. That D20, she hot. She ugly, but she hot. She was not kind to Monday night at all. What was it, Jamie? Like 5 D20s in a row with glizzy? She was hot. Okay, Joe, what you doing? Yeah, I jumped right back into the game. Yeah, what?
Boom. I have his crossbow, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot the crossbow at him.
Okay.
Is it also a silvered tip?
It is the poisoned ones from the Vistani.
Okay. So I shoot it at her. It's gonna be poisoned. What?
He's got to make the saving throws. Said he's got all the stuff for him.
Oh, it's one of those things. It's got the poison on it.
For the poison.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, it's a 19 to hit.
that definitely hits.
She should get advantage because she's incapacitated.
You won't play that? Because if she's incapacitated, I could make her prone, and then it makes it harder. What'd you say?
I'm holding her up.
Oh, now, so you were trying to
Holding
push
her
her
up now.
down, but now you're holding her up.
Well, she didn't fall down, so we're holding her up. How to get my balance back, you know?
He went forward, and so now he's got to go backwards to like level it out.
Right.
I don't want to say anything because I'll end up getting shot with him.
Right.
Okay.
I don't know what kind of damage it gives.
It's
Regular crossbow damage, but the poison I gotta
yeah, for
factor that
the
in too.
for-
Okay. What's the damage on that crossbow?
I don't-
Besides
I
the
don't know.
poison damage? Did you say you don't know?
I don't know because I don't
hold on.
have
it's a D8 should be the
D8
the dart, but he's got all the stuff for the poison if she fails or not.
poisons and whatnot.
Yeah.
Is it just 1d8?
Yep, just 1d8. Plus, do you have any pluses for range? You yourself?
I do have proficiency
Proficiency
word?
with ranged weapons.
for crossbow. Yeah.
So
What's your? Do you have anything thrown?
don't you also have a short bow?
I do have a short bow.
Okay, what's the damage on your short bow?
It is 1d6 plus 2.
Okay, so this is 1d8 plus 2.
Okay. Well, I rolled an 8, so it's a 10.
Dang. And she is poisoned and incapacitated. Okay, is that your turn?
I am going to jump out of the skull
Okay.
and hide behind it for right now.
And hide behind it right now. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Because
that
even if
protect
she
her?
moves it, it's going to be in front of me unless she like moves it that way. I'm hoping she won't.
Is that going to protect her from the storm?
Oh, or can I get? That's right, because that cloud's still there. I'm gonna go on the other side of Bella.
Hide behind Bill. Got it.
Yeah.
Could be good one more time.
Yeah, I mean you could just kneel down behind that dead horse.
There you go. I'm gonna hide behind Bella.
I think it's gonna do you any good though.
Now because she's incapacitated, well, he's also flanking, so therefore Kurz will get advantage on his attacks.
I was so scared that wasn't going to work, guys. I was like, I'm going to try and do this big thing, and then it's going to, like, do nothing.
Well, if it makes
I
you guys
know.
feel any better, I technically am now unable to use my meteors without hitting everyone.
Oh yeah.
You can't do it from the side?
Within 5 feet,
Oh, yeah.
Kurz's movement put him in angle where it's gonna be hit.
Well, don't worry. If it makes you feel any better, Shatter's my best spell, and there's two people standing right by me.
Wasn't
Yeah.
Kurz used to being shattered?
Talon's not though. Talon is not used to that.
No, you only bardic before they get hit.
I don't even know if that would help Talon.
Probably not. Unfortunately, probably not.
Okay. Belivar, you were up, sir.
All right. Now, does this car actually have horses on it, or is it
That is her magical.
Like-
That's her magical card. Those aren't real horses. They're quasi horses.
so I could just move to here and still be able to have line of sight on her?
Well, I mean, they look like
So probably be about right here
yes.
to have a better line of sight. Okay. I just wanted to know where I had to move. Okay. Wanted to double check. I will see that I can't use my meteors, and I'm just then going to be casting Mind Sliver. I will need an intelligence roll of 17. DC 17 to beat.
Intelligence roll?
Yep.
Nope.
She missed
Doesn't-
it.
She missed it.
Awesome. And now she has a -4 on her save. And that was total of 9 damage.
What
Psychic
save?
damage.
Which save?
Any. Subtract
Oh, any?
1d4. Yeah, 1d4 from the next saving throw.
Okay, from the next saving throw. Gotcha.
Which, if I was going to be mean, I would be tossing a meteor now. But I can't because I don't want to harm my new party members.
Wow.
They're
Morals.
not used to
Thing I
that,
don't
just
have.
so you know. They're not used to that.
I'm not used to that one.
I mean, because we're not trying to kill this lady or anything.
I mean, we could ask her more questions, but
With my last
You
bit
think she'd
of
answer?
movement, I will move my last 5
Does she take
feet,
damage
so-
too, or just -4 to next?
Yeah,
saving
9
throw?
damage.
Okay,
9 damage.
Okay, I didn't hear that. Sorry.
I'm gonna move to have the ethereal horses kind of sort of obscure myself.
Okay. I don't feel it's fair to do this to Tobias because he wasn't here last week. So I'm going to have Tobias actually right there, so he's not in the cloud kill, because it wouldn't be fair to him that he wasn't here. Because I doubt if Carl would have left Tobias standing in the cloud. That being said, I understand she's incapacitated, which means she gets what? Nothing? She can't do anything? Incapacitated?
I don't know what that means.
Incapacitated, I believe, does mean she has no actions.
It doesn't say anything about re-rolling either.
but it only lasts till your next turn, right?
Till my turn, yeah.
So probably not then.
So I think at this point you can't do anything.
Incapacitated. Can't take actions or reactions. Okay. However, Cloud Kill does move.
Oh shit.
Moves on its own, or does it use bonus
Yep,
action?
it moves on its own. 10 feet,
With the wind,
depending
right?
upon the wind. And we are going to roll
Oh,
to see what
Is
direction.
it one
the wind blowing?
concentrate on it, or
is the wind
think it's
blowing? We
gone.
didn't talk about weather.
he just rolled the dice for it? So
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Of course, in your general direction.
North is definitely up, just to keep it simple, and it is going northwesterly 10 feet.
So towards Tobias.
Towards you.
Yep. I got sucked right into it.
I thought
Oh
that
yeah,
way-
that's
No,
yeah.
no, you're
that's
good. That would be northeast, isn't it? No, that is west.
northeast. Never.
I mean, I don't
nope.
want him to get hit,
Yep,
but
that
that's
way.
east.
There you go. Northwest. Still catches Tobias.
Bloody hell.
Sorry, sir.
That's okay.
This is where Gus
No,
would
it's
actually
not.
be
Go-
a very useful
Go take a
cantrip.
cruise without me, will you?
You left without us
I was
too.
gonna say, I like that because
Shh, shh, shh.
he was earlier.
So I need you to give me that's a con save, sir, for half damage.
You want to make this?
You
It's a
really
14.
do.
14. don't know what I need.
Her DC is 17, sorry.
All right.
You have an inspiration or anything?
I did get kissed by the girl that I'm in love with. Did I give you inspiration?
There you
You can have an
That's gotta be
inspiration.
something.
Yeah. Yeah. You can have an inspiration.
So how's that? 18 plus 3 for a 21.
Okay, half damage it is.
God.
49 points of damage. Carl still dies.
Basically, that's where we're all at
49.
right now.
You take a half damage, so that'd be 24 points of damage, Carl,
All right.
to Tobias.
All right.
It is now
And-
Tobias's turn.
All right. All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I think.
Oh,
Hang on.
God.
You see where I'm at? I was right here, right? Yes.
Yeah.
So, actually, I was right there. So that's 5. Sorry. Find my measure tool real quick. So that's 10. 15. Alright, so that puts me there. Right about there. Alright. Alright. Does Esmeralda, did you see my message I sent you, Seti?
I will look at it now.
I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna grab some water.
Um,
I mean, I would have assumed so because she was able to follow Rudolph here.
right.
I don't know.
Trying to look up exactly what it does.
Let me find it right here.
because there's lots of different types of them.
And so Van Richten's from Mordant, so that's probably where she knew him from. So that would be where the talisman would go to. Basically, the talismans are linked from one domain of dread to the other. It allows you to travel.
To be able to travel.
Yeah, from one domain to the other.
Okay. So basically, this is saying that if you're traveling and you don't have the talisman, you'd be lost, but I don't require the Vistani to have the talismans to travel. Van Richten would have to have a talisman.
Right. So if I wanted to theoretically send somebody from Barovia to Mordant, they would need the talisman.
Yes.
Right? Anyone
Yes.
that's not this. All right. So I'm just going to throw my plan out here. This is what I'm going to need. All right. We're going to have to incapacitate her for another round. And I'm going to run over there. If Esmeralda has a talisman, we can put it on her, and then I can put my bag of holding over her head, and then I can infuse a second bag of holding and put it over that bag of holding, which puts two bags of holding onto each other. And because she's got the mist talisman, it's going to launch her out of Barovia into Mordant.
So are you going to destroy Morden too?
Nah,
No,
she
it's
might.
not going to destroy me. It's just going to get her out of my face right now. Because I can't take another hit from Cloud Kill. It'll kill me.
Yeah, none of us can.
No, I'm at 13 hit points.
You are
Yeah.
you are launching her out of Barovia.
That's my plan.
I don't know if I can incapacitate her a second time. I only had one of those spells.
Alan also has something that might help.
I have a spell that might help as well.
We're
I
either
was
going
gonna
to
say.
absolutely poison the shit out of her, which is what he's going to do anyways.
There's a chance that this is really going to hurt Tobias to do it though. So, yeah, there's always that.
So
But,
what
I'll
exactly
still
are
be
you
in
doing,
Baro-
Tobias?
I want to, if Esmeralda has a talisman, I mean, for her on her turn, she's going to throw it over there to someone to put on her, and
So
then
like hers would tell me.
Tobias is going to put his bag of holding over her head, and then, or just grab her, and then a bag of holding, and he's going to infuse another bag, and he's going to slam the two bags into each other, creating a 10-foot portal through the astral plane that launches them both somewhere. Like Tobias will wind up on Barovia. Like he'll wind up like 10 feet away. It's going to throw him away, but because he can't leave because he won't have the talisman. But if she has a talisman that's linked to Mordant, it's going to launch her into Mordant.
So are you actually trying to put like just the two bag of holdings close together, or
Inside each other. Like put one inside the other.
is this going to get out of here fast enough though?
It launches her out immediately.
In a bag of holding.
I thought that created a black
Well,
hole.
somebody would have
Yes.
to like.
It does,
That-
but we're in Barovia, and the only way, like I I just looked it up. The only way that it'll work in Barovia is if there's a missed talisman. Otherwise, it just launches her. It like just kind of creates a small explosion in that 10-foot square. But if she's got a missed talisman, it's going to launch her to wherever that talisman's linked. I found the loophole in the mist.
He's not wrong. But it's gonna cause some serious damage in that area though too.
Yeah, so like Talon and Curl will have to move back. Like I won't be able to get it on her until the beginning of my next turn. But that's what I plan on doing. So I just have to be next to her to put the 2 bags of holding. So I technically don't have to have it. I just need the talisman.
We don't know that.
Yeah, and if you tell us, she'll know you're up to something.
Like telling us, so I don't think that.
Oh.
Do
Pretty
it.
sure
I mean,
she knows
which
something's coming
one?
though. I mean, Curse is in front of her and someone's stabbing her in the back. So
I'm going to be running up there yelling at you guys to get back. So, and I'm gonna yell at Esmeralda that I need her talisman. I mean, she kind of owes me. I built her a foot.
apparently you took her other foot though.
Actually, I didn't. It was a werewolf bit her leg off. But she was there fighting werewolves with me.
I was gonna say, did you piss off the werewolf?
No. I pissed on them though, but after I killed them.
Were you trying to play fetch with them as well?
No.
Okay.
See, believe it or not, before she became a monster hunter, she was a postal worker and she was chased by a werewolf and it bit her leg off.
Oh my god.
Pretty sure Talon wouldn't need that at all. Though.
So you're running up there, is what you're saying?
Yep, I'm running
Okay.
all the way up there.
As you're yelling to everyone.
Yep. And so I would dash to get there. And then that's my turn.
Okay.
Esmeralda's turn.
Yes, Esmeralda does have a talisman. For Mordkanen.
Mordant. All right.
Yep. Yeah, I said Mordkanen.
Now I feel bad for the people of Mordant. A squee bit.
A squee bit.
But as far as I know, Van Richten's in Mordant right now anyways.
So go ahead and roll a d20 for her throwing the talisman to you.
A 19 on the die. Her dex mod is 4.
Okay. Give me a catch on it.
How's a nat 20 sound? Yes!
Wow.
I'm super
Ding,
excited.
ding.
First one of the night.
Marker nat 20.
You got it, Corby? The nat 20 marker? If not, I'll get it in a second.
That's so exciting.
Okay. You have it.
Got it.
I'm super
Can't
stoked.
do anything yet, but you got it. And we are now at the top of the order.
Here we go.
Talon, you are up.
And it's on my new skull die.
Nice.
You did just tell us to get away from her, is all though, right? That you actually yelled to us.
Yeah, as I was running over there.
Well, Talon is still kind of in the spot where he thinks that she's got just a little more information. And he did remember that he has some very interesting poison from the druids at the winery is, what did you call it? Suggestion or
The
yeah,
poison?
the poison from yeah.
Wasn't it the
'Cause, like-
assassin? No, I thought it was the assassin's poison.
I thought it was like suggestion when it was like in its mild form or whatever.
I don't remember it being suggestion.
Congratulations.
Wrote down it was poison is all. But he is going to
Yeah, assassin's blood is what it was.
for this purpose he's just going to drop, and this is the good stuff that's not diluted down. Just drop some of that in her mouth, hopefully.
Okay.
How do you want to do that?
I guess I'll have her roll a Constitution save, but it's -4 because
Well, it's minus a 1d4.
oh, minus 1d4. You want to roll the d4 or you want me to?
I trust you, boss.
I got an 18 and a 17, so it's 17 minus d4. That's a 3. So that's 14. That will not save, so she will take damage from the assassin's blood poison. Now we'll mark that down as she slowly starts becoming dehydrated.
Alan will pull his cane out, and he's only
Backing
going to
up.
move like there because he's not sure what Tobias is doing, so he didn't go very far, unfortunately.
Okay.
You're muted or something, bud.
Cordelia, you were up. I think he's talking to somebody else.
It's not me.
Cordelia, you are up. Yeah.
All right.
Carl, you're talking to your wife, right?
Yeah, my son just got a job, so
Oh, congratulations, son.
now the electric bill's his to pay.
Sweet. Can you pay my electric bill too? Cordelia, you're up.
Yep. Done.
Got you.
He's got to start paying for his own phone bill. I'm kidding.
I need my 10-foot radius again. Sphere. Damn, I was hoping that.
Well, Curse hasn't been hit yet.
I know he hasn't. I just.
And Alan beat us away, so we are fine.
Who has enough hit points?
But I am right there, and I don't.
Or, you know what? He goes
No, and
before
neither
her.
does
You could hold your action yelling for Kurz to move.
That is a great idea. I
But
didn't think
that
about
wouldn't that wouldn't be something you would do.
It's not something I
That's not
thought about.
You would
No.
just cast it and
Well, see, I was debating either cure wounds or this.
oh yeah, please cure wounds on her. No? I was
No,
hoping for
we're
it.
gonna go. We're gonna go shatter. Sorry, Kurz. All right, so
Is that
Ron-
two different face palms?
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
I'll
I'm
give you
like-
two.
Or-
I'll give you 2 face palms for that. Because that is.
No, you did one when I said that Curse hasn't been hit yet.
Oh, did I? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were trying to count this as 2 different ones.
No.
I'm gonna scream at her again in rage and use my final my final unsettling words on her. And I need a con save 15. The con's probably super high. Let's see if I can't manage to get an 8. Oh my god! -8.
-8. I don't suppose a 14 saves.
It doesn't. It was a 15. All right, come on, give me 8s, baby. I mean, it's 16 damage, but I guess that's okay.
Okay.
And that was my final. So, what did Kurz roll?
Oh, yeah, he gets to make a save too. No, Kurz did not save either.
So 16.
16 damage to Kurz. Of course.
Let's make a note. Curse got shattered again.
I
Kurz
got the
lived
note in
through the
there.
pain.
Man,
I was gonna say we need to account.
he's gonna
for
be
that.
like Mike Tyson after a while. He's gonna have so much freaking damage to him from.
It
Yeah.
was either giving the inspiration to Kurz or taking it away from her. Like,
Right, right.
Oh.
Because God forbid you learn how to like hold an action.
I didn't think about it.
Oh, Joe, you're up.
Oh, that's right. I am gonna hit her with the firebolt.
Okay.
Seti, I forgot to move.
Oh no! Look, unless you move towards a cloud kill, you don't get to.
I figured.
What'd you get, Joe?
$21 to hit.
21 hits.
Yeah. 4 damage.
What'd you say? How much?
What, did
4
he just
damage.
Know you or something?
Okay.
That's cool.
And then I've still got his crossbow, don't I?
Yes.
Yep.
I didn't give you any bolts for it, but
Can I was gonna say, can I use just a regular
Arrow?
Arrow?
No. No, ma'am.
No.
fine, I'm gonna throw a dagger.
Okay.
Because it's half up to 16.
It's I think
16?
30.
You said how much?
16 to hit.
16 hits.
And 4 plus 2. So 3 points of damage.
Okay. Curse is gonna swing once and then run. Okay. Oh, add the damage because he's little and has that thing. It doesn't affect him. And he'll run over there. He has plenty of movement. I don't have to measure it. Hold it. I will measure
Did
it
he hit
because
her?
of cloud kill. Yeah, I gotta roll the damage.
Okay.
That's 30. How much do you have, Curse? It's a shit ton. I know that.
905, 950
Right?
feet, probably.
65 feet. So, yeah, he can definitely move up there. I should just have him move on Cordelia and hit her with a shatter from his claws. This is what the shatter feels like. Adding his damage to her, and Belivar, you were up.
Seeing how everyone's now starting to run away, except for Tobias, Belvar is going to pause, look at Esmeralda, and say, "What is he planning?" As I step forward, so I have a line of sight.
Well, the talisman. It's probably not going to be very good. It's probably going to hurt him, and I believe he's going to eject her to another domain of dread. Oh,
Noted.
Morden. Gave him the talisman of Morden. Yes, poor Morden. That sucks for them.
Good to know. Belvar will look at her, at Baba Yaga, and use command halt. I will need a wisdom saving throw of 16.
Oh yeah, that's a save. Thank God.
Fuck.
I mean, it was only a 17, but still.
God, even worse.
Yeah. Okay.
Now that I actually have people not in danger zone except for Corveus, I'm gonna need a different saving throw because
of
now
the
I can
meteors?
drop I can drop one of my meteors on her. Let me go down to it.
He doesn't have
I'll
very
need
many hit points.
Oh no, it's gonna be hitting her on the opposite side of him, like on the opposite side. So she's taking it, he's not. It's only a 5-foot radius.
You've never done that before.
It's a 5-foot radius, so dropping it right next to her will only hit her, and not Tobias. Dropping it right here, so she gets hit, and I'll need a dex save of 17.
Yeah, she failed that.
Okay, so she gets her 2d6. Ooh, max damage, 12. 12 shadowy damage, so she got affected with psychic damage again. I love
Okay.
when I get max damage on a spell.
I'm just gonna say the wind keeps going the same direction. And on Baba's turn, she turns to look. She made the save on the halt. She turns and looks at you running towards her. After you catch that talisman, she smiles at you, Tobias, and just shakes her head no. Give me a perception.
Oh yeah, I need to pop up.
Perception. It's gonna be a 15.
Okay. You see her shape change into a swarm of flying insects.
Oh, God.
Oh, of course, Pucky.
Give me an attack of opportunity as she flies away.
Oh, that's a nat 1.
Okay.
The dice
You
give it
you
and the
shove
dice
you,
take it.
you're gonna shove those bags over your own head. No, no,
That means
you
I wind up in Jordan because I still have the talisman.
Yeah, that would not be good.
no,
Felicia.
she flies up rather quickly, straight up into the air, and she is overhead as a swarm of insects, and in the mist, it becomes very hard to see her very quickly. The last thing you do here, though, Tobias, is her cackling. You have made an enemy today that will never forget you.
Were you talking to me? Because literally all I hear is bzz, bzz.
Wait,
Well, I don't speak. I'm not fluent in insect swarm, so I don't know what the fuck she said.
Jesus.
You all saw her transform into insects right there by Tobias, like beetles and flies and bees and wasps. I mean, just a swarm of just different flying insects. And she flies up into the mist.
Can we see where Kurz burnt her crap from where we're at?
No, because it was what, a good 200 feet away?
Wasn't sure how far he actually made it with it, but
Yeah, I think it was just his movement speed, so probably only 60.
I think he only made like 100.
No, it was 120. It was at least 120 because I know it was from where he is now, it would be closer to 200 feet away because when he was down here, he had ran and he went words. He used both his actions to run.
Did he? Because he had to catch it.
Um,
All
what'd
that too.
you said what? He what?
He had to like catch the bag from her, and that took up some of his stuff that he couldn't use. Like,
Quite as much movement.
yeah, he didn't have like his full everything he could put into it.
Guys, that was so close to being epically cool.
No,
So
you're right.
fucking close.
It still could be because
He only ran. He was able to run 60 feet. He didn't get his second action, but he used his bonus action to do Step of the Wind. I know it was at least 120 feet.
I would like to tell Kurz to get back there in case something didn't burn up, or if she did have magical stuff in there.
Okay. Kurz takes off running towards towards that
This is
awesome
what happens
bag
when
of her stuff,
a Baba Yaga.
of Baba
This is
Yaga
what
stuff.
happens when we don't have what's his face because we need a runner still.
Savid, yes, you
Yeah.
needed the runner. You don't have your runner.
It'd be kind of funny if he just like shows up right now. Like,
That's okay. He
hey, all right, you're supposed to meet us earlier, but that's cool.
Great timing.
he's
Trying
gonna
to
kind of
remember
feel
where
bad
the bag
because
is.
I feel bad because I gave Savid my shotgun before when he left. But when I dropped the infusion on it to make the second bag of holding, the shotgun disappeared.
So he no longer has
So
the
He'd be
he's
so
shotgun.
confused.
So he's gonna think he lost my shotgun.
Poor Savid.
Either that, or he's gonna think we were trying to kill him by giving him like a mission, and then like, oh, this is gonna protect you. Now you don't have it.
Poor Savid.
Oh man.
You guys mess with him
I'm
so
pissed.
much.
Not always on purpose.
But hey, on the bright side, guys, I will from now on be carrying 2 bags of holding just in case.
But yeah.
Because I'm going to make this happen.
So
Do it to
this
Strahd. Do it to
Do it to
Strahd.
Strahd.
That'd be hilarious.
no. This one we have to keep. This one we have to keep.
Okay.
If we get rid of this one, the bad or the worst one comes.
Speaking of which, should we go warn him that she might be trying to come kill him?
That's what I'm going to tell him.
Please don't kill him, because she did say that if this one dies, then the actual baby boy comes back.
Yeah.
So the real question is this one like a gatekeeper to keep the other baby boy out?
Just saying babies are easier to kill.
Well, we also watched the baby grow into the big guy, so you know, just because she calls him mom's baby boy doesn't mean he could be little.
Yeah.
You froze
I
really
don't
good
think
right
he's
there,
little.
Steady.
Hmm?
You froze like that.
Oh, did I really? Sorry, I was
Mr.
trying to.
Diego.
I was trying to find the Baba Yaga's bag of holding and everything that was in it.
All the good stuff in
I
it.
found it. Yeah.
That's okay. When a bag of holding is destroyed on its own, it just throws all the things that are in it all over the ground. Like they just erupt
Wait, he
around
already
it.
dumped it out. He
Yeah,
dumped
he
it
already-
out and lit
yeah.
it on fire.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I wasn't here, so I didn't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Alchemist
dumped
fire
it out.
dumped on it and everything else in it and on it.
Well,
Yeah.
good thing I got mending.
Yes. Do we still need? I mean, Joe doesn't know this, but we still need to find the skull,
Yes.
the dragon skull, and bring it back so we can light the beacon.
Unfortunately, she might not have brought it with her.
He didn't have the skull. Skull's at the castle.
Yeah. The dragon skull. What is the name of the dragon again?
Argon boss.
That's it.
Oh wow. That sucks for them.
Uh-oh.
I'm just reading some of the things that are in her bag, looking for anything that's magical.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Stuff y'all burned
I'm gonna.
up.
How many people we got in chat right now? Because I need chat to make a decision here on something. Jamie, are you in chat? I know Corby is.
I'm in chat as well. Do I count?
No, none of you guys get to count.
Okay, it says there's 4 of us, so that would be
But no,
It's-
you don't all
Me
get
also.
to.
4 of us,
No.
but me and Kat don't count, so there's only 2.
yeah. So there's only 2.
Oh, Death Immortal, it says it's still in here too.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
only 2.
Okay. So, people in chat, I need you to answer this question. Okay? So, this fire, it was an alchemy fire, right? So, it burns the stuff that's there. Magical stuff will not burn because it's magical. But my question to you is, if there are some eyeballs, okay? Just, hypothetically speaking, there are some eyeballs, okay, in another bag, and each one of these eyeballs belongs to somebody who is still alive. And if the eyeballs are crushed, the victim will go instantly blind. If they are alchemy fire burned, like incinerated,
They got pink eye.
we're still counting that as crushed, right? I mean, the person would go blind. Or
Yeah.
is that magical? Because it's not a magical eye. There's just a magical connection to the eye. Tell me, chat, do you think the victim will go blind? You hold several people's
Fates.
eyesight's fate in your hands.
Her new name is the Blind Master.
Man, that woman was so sick. There are so many things in this bag that are just.
Well, I would not be surprised at all.
I mean, she stole the color of Trina's eyes, so.
Yeah.
Well, no.
You call it a
she
curse,
stole-
not a magical item. Okay.
Who's texted me?
What about the lantern made from a child's skull that the candle never burns out?
The candle would be there, but the skull is
The
toast.
skull would be toast. I mean, he already got the hand. The hand jumped up and jumped into his arms.
Well, that's right. He has thing.
Yeah, he has
Yeah.
thing. You're saying is the child's skull magical, or is it just the candle inside that's magical?
I mean, we could always use more of those.
Oh yeah, totally.
This one I have to message you, Corbin. What's that tell
That
y'all?
one's so bad you can't say it on Twitch.
It's not that I couldn't legally, it's that I don't want to say this out loud. Because this could have effects. This could change some history stuff right here. Y'all might have opened
Well,
Pandora's box. Let's put it that way. Y'all might have opened Pandora's box. Okay.
Y'all,
Y'all.
I had nothing to do with it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I didn't tell nobody to burn nothing. I was trying to
If the fire is magical, then, well, alchemy fire isn't magical. It burns everything that isn't magical. I'm voting that the thing I just sent you would be considered magical. I don't think it would burn. So Kurz is
So
racing
curious
over
what
there.
it is now. Go save all the things.
Oh, it is iron. Okay, you're right. You'd vote magical on that. Okay. Okay, cool. So thank you, Corby. He comes walking back to you guys. Holding an iron box that does have a padlock on it. It is a small iron box, roughly the size of a loaf of banana bread. There is a padlock on it, and it is a black iron box. Um,
I don't
Alchemy
think we
fire
could
is
open
kind of like napalm, by the way, Corbin. Oh no, it is wooden. It's not an iron box. It's a small black wooden box that's bound in iron that has like iron bands over it.
Oh, so
Yeah.
like the edges.
That means we don't have to look for traps.
Then the skull wouldn't burn since the alchemy fire isn't magically hot. Bones typically don't burn. Don't they have? What do they have to do? Crush it?
Um,
Yeah.
Grind them up,
they
yeah.
do, but they don't. They do, but they don't. You can still have bone granules in there,
Okay.
I believe.
Yeah, some bones don't fully burn because they're a lot denser, so they do have to grind them up.
I agree with you though. That'd be magical.
I only know that because I had to spread my mother's ashes
Okay, then
this summer.
grind them.
Well, last
Okay.
summer.
Okay. So he brings back a very small skull. Could be a halfling. You guys don't have to know it's a child. It could be a halfling, other than the fact that it's got baby's teeth and then teeth above the baby's teeth, so you know it's a child's skull.
Yeah, I was fixing to say, have you ever seen an infant skull? They're fucking freaky.
No, I haven't. Thank God, I never have. I don't want to either.
They're
Don't
the
show me,
creepiest
please.
things.
I think that's my line. Don't cross that. So yeah, he brings back a child's skull with a candle inside of it that is still burning. The candle just burns. It's a very horrifying looking pumpkin
Like why?
white skull.
Just like why?
Why? Have you met Baba Yaga? Yeah, you did.
I know. I'm just saying, like, but why? Like,
The woman had a bag of eyeballs that just melted.
see,
I mean, yeah. So he brings back this skull. He has the hand on his shoulder, right? And a black wooden box that almost looks like it's charred anyway, that has iron bands over it, encompassing it, and there's a lock on it that is keeping the iron bands closed. And then another lock on the actual wooden box itself. So there's two padlocks on this little black box. Like I said, the size of a loaf of banana bread. These did not burn. I can't do a real good Kurz voice, so I would do this voice. It's about as good as I can get for Kurz. But yes, this is my Kurz voice, and it's not good, but neither are these things that did not burn. I have a new friend. He is a hand. He is my friend now. And then I have a skull. It's a baby skull. It's a small child skull, with a candle inside that's still burning. I try. It does not blow out. It keeps burning. And a black box with two locks on it and the iron bands. Who wants? I keep the hand.
Could identify them. I could identify them all.
I just did. It's a hand, it's a baby skull with a candle, and a black box. I identified them.
I can search for the
You-
magical properties of them.
Tell me that's not something Kurz would say.
Yeah,
would
but he
totally
can
say
also say that it's very handy.
Oh, he would say it's very handy. You're right. You're right. This is my friend. He's very handy. Yes. Okay, then you can have them, Mr. Belivar. You are our new friend. You get the baby skull that never blows out, never goes out. It is your night light. It is also a daylight. Not daylight like daylight. Daylight come and it does not go.
We want to go home.
Me want to go home also. And here's a box that is black with iron bands on it. And 2 locks.
Is her skull moving anywhere?
No, it's sitting there.
Yeah.
I'm going to just start doing my identifying on it, right on the skull and the box right now because they didn't burn. So I'm like, okay, what's going on here?
Okay.
Now I'm virtual casting them.
Okay, so 10 minutes you're gonna sit here and do that. The cloud kill eventually dissipates right before it gets to Cordelia.
Well, Cordelia wouldn't stay there that long if she ran.
Yes, you
so
do.
Not with that.
Yes, it was coming. It dissipates right there. And if you don't stay
Yeah,
there, then
yeah.
it's gonna follow you.
Was that so?
So, we need a new idea, people. A new plan. A new... Everything we thought we were doing right was bad.
Yes.
Yes.
Clearly.
I suggest, and this is more to himself. Like I suggest, I need to find people who aren't starting problems or in the middle of the problems. I seem to find them.
Nice of you.
There's more to himself as he's identifying the items.
Are we still heading to Strahd's?
I say we should. Basically,
Okay.
because we know that the evil hag is probably... I mean, she's come this far, why not go the rest of the way?
And she wanted us to defeat him, which means she thinks we can, maybe? Or, well,
Or she
possibly.
wants us to at least try.
Yeah.
I don't want to go see him with how badly I'm injured.
Well, I think we're still about a day away, maybe, because I don't know if we'd make it there tonight.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are over by the windmill, somewhere near the windmill. Well, where the windmill used to be. Because
Yeah.
there was a certain gnome on Sunday nights who is no longer here. And
Yeah, man.
he decimated that. So I don't remember what all he cast at it, but I'm pretty sure it's just it's not even the shell. I think there were a couple different lightnings at it to make it rubble.
Make you go.
But
I mean,
the
you
real
could use it
question
as a campsite.
What are we going to do, though, when we get there?
I don't know. So I say we stay here, set up camp, and we figure out what we're gonna do. Are we just gonna flat out tell him what Baba Yaga's trying to do, what her plan is, and what if he knows that's what's gonna happen and he wants that to happen?
Well, we definitely don't tell him we tried to kill his mother.
No.
Well, she tried to kill him, so...
I
But
don't
the other
think
real
I-
question is, how much does he know about when we time travel? Because we're not supposed to be leaving worlds or this area. Like, is he losing control of it, or is the real one coming through? And then the demons that we did fight, were they actually there to like take on the Strahd this year, and we just happened to get in its way?
Maybe.
Because, I mean, if Baby Boy is as powerful as everyone says he is, especially Baba Yaga, who, how did anybody even get in here to mess with things? Unless he messed with it trying to bring shit in.
The main one, not the one.
Yeah, Baby Boy, like
Yeah,
the
the
bad
actual
guy at
baby.
the door. Yeah.
He
Like
could
maybe
be
he
trying to
couldn't
do
get
that.
in, but he tried to let other shit in to take care of, as she called him, fertilizer, nutrients.
Nutrients. So that would make sense. That would make sense if Baby Boy is trying to pull in other things to get rid of whatever Strahd is in those certain universes.
And that could even be why we're here too. You know, like he
Yeah.
pulled us in. And what if this is going to sound really terrible, but what if this one's really not bad? Like it's a necessity. He does have to kill people to live, but he's got to keep up his strength to either keep the door closed or the gate closed or whatever she wants to call it.
Yeah.
But it could
Because
also be that he doesn't want to. He wants to die. So
one could have to
So
die
the
for
worst one. Yeah. So, but does our Strahd want to die in order for Baby Boy to come in?
and does he even know?
If you wanted to die, is it really that hard? You walk into town, the people in their pitchforks.
That's true.
I mean, someone's got
Somebody
something.
would try to take him out.
They have a lot of silver here. They have. I mean,
Okay, so
theoretically, he could die.
yeah, he could. Okay, so he probably doesn't want to die. He does want to stay strong. So we probably should tell him about what was going on. And maybe that would put us in a better light.
And I mean, the other thing to maybe think of too is you weren't with us, Joe. Unfortunately, Cordelia, you might have been here for that. I don't remember, but we killed a bunch of spawns. You know, you'd think something bad would have happened. You know, like
You mean when we went into
banged
that
ones
house
and
and
banged
killed
ones,
those?
and you know the big guy didn't come down and be like, "Hey, here's a lesson. Pay attention." We just kind of skated through that,
Yeah.
actually.
That is true.
So there's a lot of big questions that need to be answered as to why. The evil hat probably knew why. If we could decipher all her riddles, the only other person that might know it is, you know, the big guy on the hill with the castle.
So either way, or we're gonna have to go. We're gonna have to talk with him to figure out what he does or doesn't know.
Kind of. And remember our manners, because maybe that might be a good thing. Because we have one off a little short tempered here and there, and we should not do that. You're new to us. I'm sorry. I keep forgetting. But yeah, Tobias sometimes a little fast on the draw. Other people have been known to not be so patient.
So we have to somehow keep him distracted. I noticed that him and Esmeralda have something going on. So maybe if we can get them to distract each other,
No,
then
no. Esmeralda, you don't know this. Esmeralda has really, really sticky fingers. That's actually how we met her, is she stole horses.
okay. But if we leave her and Tobias together, then maybe he won't he'll be distracted and won't say something stupid to Strahd? Or do we need
don't
her
know.
sticky fingers?
Depends
Um,
on how Strahd would treat her, so
Actually, it really depends on if he's being nice and he's like, ah, yes, the skull, go give the people hope. No, we don't need it. But if he's like, no.
Why don't we just go and play it by ear? Because he invited us for dinner, which means he'll probably let us stay overnight.
He didn't invite us for dinner. We were just showing up.
No, he invited us for dinner.
Hers actually has an invitation.
So
He
a
invited me for dinner
vampire,
last time I talked to him. Of course, he thinks my name is Janessa, but
a vampire invited us to dinner, or did he invite us to be dinner?
Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
so
if he wanted us for dinner, I think he would have eaten us for dinner the several times we've met him.
unless, he is so busy guarding his little door right now that he can't leave it. Because in a way, Baba Yaga did say that he's by a door, just not the door. Because there's I think 2 doors that she spoke of. There's one in that leads you to the Fae, she spoke of quite a bit. And the other one was just door that baby boy's on the other side of.
Maybe there is a doorway. If I recall correctly, she said there was a door in the catacombs of the castle,
Mm-hmm.
and I think one of the doors could possibly lead to the Shadowfell.
I hope they go a lot of places, but they could. Although I think we have a campfire going here, so if we just want to stay here.
Yeah.
I mean, we
I
screwed
think
off.
we just started taking off while the stew was cooking.
Well, we could also have horse meat now.
Face palm.
I am hungry already.
We've already got food cooking. Whatever Kurt caught.
Hers caught rats and squirrels.
Yeah, I don't know if
have
you want
horse.
that horse because the cloud kill was hanging over the horse for a little while. I mean, it's
Yeah, I
probably
was also
not in
trying
the
to see what
deep
kind of
inner meat, but it's definitely on the outer meat.
I was also trying to see if I could get a reaction.
Yeah, I was shocked
You
that
got
she didn't react.
You might not be on mic right now.
Or
It is pretty close to break
she's
time.
crying
He's not
because,
reacting to you guys anymore.
Probably behind there, punching a pillow in the face several times.
Oh, I think she
Pretending
said
to you.
something.
You
What was
didn't
that,
hear me?
Emerald?
You guys not hear me?
No.
no, we
I
can
said
hear
I'm
you. It's just
ignoring you
everyone
now.
overtalks you.
Yeah.
One more time, Emerald.
I said I'm ignoring you guys.
Oh, okay. I bet you don't
No,
ignore
we're not
this.
hearing them.
It's 8:00. Let's go ahead and take our break real quick. And when we come back from break, that spell will be ready to kick off. Trey and Belivar will be able to talk about the box and the skull and not the hand though because that's his hand.
Yeah, the hands.
So we will take a little break and well, obviously it's just you right now. Oh, somebody else did join because there's 5 viewers now, Corby. But
Yeah.
stretch your legs, get some water. We'll be back in just a
Do
couple
some jumping
minutes.
jacks.
Enjoy the slides while we're gone, okay? And we will be right back. Okay.
Yep.
I hear you, Cheyenne, but I don't see you.
Here, I'm bringing the phone in here. I didn't
Okay.
realize it came on me.
Do not bring the toilet with you.
Hello.
Hi, Cheyenne. How are you?
I'm great. How
Hello.
about you? Hello. How are we?
We are good. Did you enjoy that cruise?
Absolutely. Was life changing.
Girl, you looked amazing in those pictures.
Thank you. I felt good. Well, most of it I felt good. I had to keep taking little naps here and there, but it was
Yeah.
worth it.
Good, good. Did you
Yeah, when I was taking a nap, I heard no one calling my name. Mom,
did you go
mom.
on some excursions?
We did. We overslept for the first one because I wasn't feeling good the night before.
Uh-huh.
And I had a hard time getting to sleep. I was just in a lot of pain, and so we overslept for the next one. I felt really bad because I knew Carl was really looking forward to it. But we went on the second one, and then we went to Half Moon Cay for the day or for the afternoon to the
Nice,
beach,
nice.
and that was wonderful. The water was super cold, but it was wonderful.
Yeah.
And he got to finally see what I meant by Caribbean water and what I grew up with, where you can see the chips in your toenail polish, not like Florida, where it just looks pretty to people that are not from Florida. When you come from Florida, that's why I'm such a beach snob, because I grew up on an island where it's exotic and gorgeous.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
she grew up in the real world version of Barovia in Bermuda.
That's awesome.
So I always tell her that she's a mist walker.
Did you guys go to any shows?
Yeah, we went to
That girl sing.
yeah. There was a girl saying I can't remember the name of her show, and then we would
We saw the comedy show.
watch
The
two
husband
comedians.
and wife comedy
Okay.
thing. Remember that?
What cruise line were you on?
Carnival Sunrise.
Okay. Right
Yeah,
on.
yeah. We saw one show. It was called Spellbound, and they did it was a musical that had like a voodoo kind of. It was like a voodoo witch doctor and a witch, and then like a reanimated girl and like a gravedigger guy, and they sang a bunch of cool songs. It was really cool.
Okay.
And then there was another girl that got up there. I don't remember her name. She was on. She was one of the girls. She was like in the top 10 in like 2018 or 2017 or something like that on The Voice.
Okay.
Um, we watched her show. Um, there were two comedians. One guy named Aldo, and then the other guy's name was Pierre. He's an actor. He was in a movie with Halle Berry called Baps, and How to Be a Player was the other movie he was in. Um,
Okay.
yeah, we saw them two comedians, and
Right
then
on.
yeah, they were pretty cool. And then there was another. What was the other show we watched? We caught something else. I'm trying to remember what it was.
Spirit show.
The what?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And then there was like they did like a game show kind of thing on there called Love and Marriage, and they picked three couples. One that had been married for like 52 years, one that had been married for like 10 to 20, 10 to 20, and then the other couple had only been married for like 3 months or something like that. And they were like, they would ask, they gave each one of them a piece of paper, and then they gave them like 10 questions, and they each had to answer as like, how did you first meet? Um, what was they asked the wives, like, what was your husband's last girlfriend before you? So what was her name? And give us 2 words to describe her. And then they asked the guys to give 2 words to like what the girl's name was and 2 words to describe them. And the lady that had been married for like 52 years, like as soon as he said that, she wrote, like she started scribbling, and we were like, oh man, she remembered that name. And then when they asked her 2 words, she's like absolute trash or
Mm-hmm.
something like that. I was like, that's hilarious. But yeah. It is funny.
Fitting.
That's cool.
All right. Man, I'm so disappointed that I didn't get to put that bag of holding on her. So close. That would have been awesome, though.
Oh, probably. It'd be very epic.
Have to deal with her later now, though. I don't recommend keeping the talisman on you as well as the 2 bags of holding. I feel like you'd end up sending yourself back.
Oh shit, I was muted. I was like, no, I was like, what I said was, I switched from my phone to my computer, but no, I was, what was it I was thinking? Oh, if she had been incapacitated long enough, I was gonna like shove one of my bombs in her mouth and then detonate that.
Jeez.
It worked really well. What'd you say, Seti? Oh, I thought you said something.
No, ma'am.
Do you like my shirt?
Doing dad shit.
Yeah, I saw it.
Stretch my leg out.
Unless it's you, then it's fine.
Right.
The gunpowder part isn't so bad, Corbin. It's everything that catches on fire.
Yeah. Running back, we're running back, we're running back. Fireball!
Oh,
Look at
shatter.
that. I yell fireball, and Morgan shows up. What's up with that? You're muted.
It's perfect timing.
Uh-huh. Emerald, are you back? You are muted if you are back.
I never know.
You never left? You went off camera, so I wasn't sure. Okay. So, Belivar.
Yes, sir.
The child's skull is enchanted in a way that it really is just. Give me a D20. Let me see how
Alrighty, sir.
deep into this. You're giving me an Arcana is what you're giving me.
Okay, so let me do Arcana.
You identified it, and I'm gonna tell you stuff.
Freaking 20.
Nice.
Okay. You know that this child's skull was actually one of Baba Yaga's actual original children that died. And she took the skull and turned it into a nightlight so that here's the creepy part that as you like dug into it and you saw things, this is a little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Yeah.
Well then.
Just creepy. Just all out creepy.
Mm-hmm. Very much creepy in his opinion.
Yes.
And he is going to inform them what it is, inform everyone what it is.
And I mean, it is
all
a
he
it is a
decides is-
lantern. It has a little handle and everything, and it shines two little eyes and a nose, and it shines for a little ways, and it's a little lantern.
Like I said, he will also make sure everyone is told what it is as well.
Because you rolled that nat 20, I will give you advantage on this roll of the black box.
Alrighty. Arcana as well.
Yes, sir.
First roll is an 18. Second roll is not going to beat it, so 18.
Okay.
It would have been so cool if I got another nat 20.
Yes, it would have been cool for you. Sorry. That grape was a little tart. Okay. So, the black box, sir, is you don't have a whole lot of information on it, other than the fact that there is something inside of it that should not exist. And the box itself, all the history on it, and I mean, you saw image after image of this box being handed from one person to another, and each time it was handed to another person. And you saw it being handed to people from different places. Each time the box was handed, it was a variation of don't ever open, don't ever let this be open, the box that should never be opened, etc., etc. And all you know is on the inside is something that should not exist.
He is going to look around and straight up say, if there was a way to send this out of this plane, I would feel safer.
But I have a way.
I would expect that from Carl.
Are there like any ruins or
No,
anything left over
it is a black charred box.
It should never be opened.
You know what, Tobias, you're an artificer. Why don't you give me not an arcana. If it were 3.5, I'd say give me woodworking. But
You want one of my tools? Because I'm trained with all of them.
yeah. Give me woodworking.
All right, woodcarver's tools. All right.
Yep.
Does a 30 work?
A
God
30
damn.
works.
Nice.
This wood is like no other wood you've ever seen before in your entire life. It is black and it is charred, but the charring looks like it was charred Give me a history. or religion.
Either way, it's a 5.
You think? You think this wood is a type of wood that has you've only heard of it described before, and it's a wood that cannot be burned, but it looks like it's already charred. It looks like it's been burned, and it's called hellfire wood.
Hellfire wood.
Huh.
Okay.
It comes from actual trees that grow in the plains of hell.
Mm.
Interesting.
Did you decipher anything further?
No, I shared that with them on there, but I don't know anything other about it.
Oh,
Tobias, could I have one of your bags of holding?
Are you going to place the box in it?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'll put my inventory as a bag of holding. Um, I was using alms box for now, just so no, damn it. Add items.
So what are you guys doing?
Are we gonna camp or are we gonna keep heading on?
Well, if we camp right here, she's gonna be able to come right back to us.
What are we gonna do with her skull?
I was gonna say I'd like to go see without her being around. Um does it work better with the controllers without her like right there at all?
No.
No.
Nope. You're pretty sure she
I'm gonna
probably
look
has
it
the
up.
key fob.
I was gonna say I think tonight should destroy it.
Yep. I'll blow it up.
I was about to say, yeah.
Okay.
make it go away.
She's not gonna be too happy, but oh well.
She's already not happy.
How's that going to change anything?
Right.
Okay. So you're gonna blow the skull up. Gotcha.
Yep.
I don't really need to know how you do that. You just tell me how much gunpowder you want to use. And mark it off your inventory.
All right.
And it's gonna take at least half that keg.
Yep.
Okay.
So
And I want to know how far away you guys are from it when you do it, because it's going to attract some attention.
Let's see.
What's
Can you set it on a timer?
Of course he
like,
can.
like a fuse?
Don't really have a sundial or anything I can put on it, but
Oh, that
I
was
always
that
use
was
the
a
light.
dad.
Long
That was a
fuse.
dad kiss.
Yep. I could always use my lightsaber to cut it to pieces.
That'll work. That'll work.
Cut my skull to
So that we don't have any
pieces.
more alchemy fire.
This is my last resort.
Yep.
But first, I'm gonna take a skeleton key and I'm just gonna scratch the side of it and be like "F you" on it.
It's 3.
No, 4.
Is it 4?
Yeah, I got him once with the horse joke.
I might have face palmed if he just took a regular key, but when he said a skeleton key, that's what sent it over the edge.
I guess before we do all that, did we want to stay at the ruins of the windmill or continue onwards?
I don't
If she's
care.
coming back and we stay at the windmill, she'll know exactly where to find us. But she also knows where we're going.
Yeah, so
So if we try to,
So back to Van Richten's tower.
No, that's the wrong
that's
way.
going to be a long way.
yeah,
let's- Block
Hey,
is
we got
closer.
some viewers.
I mean, look,
I was
Some
gonna
people.
Talon's
And
going to
7.
head for the castle and hope for the best. And worst case scenario, don't piss him off for a while. We can get probably get a short rest on our way up there.
yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
We're going somewhere.
Hi,
But then
Crafty.
we also get the skull taken care of tonight, so that
Yeah.
she doesn't
Always-
sneak in and get
Yeah.
rid of it.
We could always stop over in Valaki for the night and get a full rest. Because we got to pass right through there.
We're already
Don't we
past.
all
No, we're
We're
already
we
past.
will-
We were by the windmill.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Truthfully, we're actually right in the middle. Technically,
What's Tersma? Smira.
Tessamira. We're closer. We're probably closer to Old Tessamira area.
I assume we
So
might as well
we
go
could-
there.
We could go somewhat off to the side and go to Old Tessamira if we want to get a long rest, or we could just slowly
Old
get to
Tessamira?
Strahd.
Crafty Nerd joined us.
Like,
Yep.
hi, Crafty. It's either going left or right at that Y.
Well, I was just asked if anyone's ever been there, though.
Oh, no.
Talon's never been there.
None of this group has ever been there, I think. Kurz has been there, but just for poops and giggles, I want to describe to you guys some of the remains of what you found destroyed in the fire of hers. There's some kind of burnt up heart. There's a broken vial. There is a severed finger bone that was still burning. There's this shard of glass that is like pitch black. There's a shrunken head that's been destroyed. You see some baby's clothes that were burnt. Human baby rattle made out of human bone that's destroyed. A doll made out of raven feathers that was destroyed. Some kind of potion that the glass got broken and melted all over the place. Another vial, same way. There was a bottle of something that got broke open and with the heat and everything. Looks like there was a wooden ladle that got burnt up and everything. There was a broken jar with some teeth, um, the bag of eyeballs. There was some paperwork. Um,
Is it still there or is it ash?
the paperwork is all, it was like ash and everything else that you could tell that it was paperwork by the time you got back there. Looks like there was a glass jar that like had a small heart that was inside of it that took its last beat as he got up there. There was another head. You couldn't tell what it was. It like whispered its last words as he got there.
A lot of heads in this bag.
And then there was another vial that he swears when he got up there he heard his name whispered. But yeah, a lot of creepy shit in that woman's bag.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Aren't you glad it all burned up and you didn't have to give it to us now?
Yes, very much so. Very much so. Yeah, nobody needed all that stuff. Bottom line, nobody needed it.
Unless we find anybody from the other nights that decide to keep her bag.
Well, nobody's gotten this far with Baba Yaga as you guys, so we shall see, right? We shall see.
Yes.
We might inspire them too. They're like, that's some good stuff.
No,
highly
they
doubt
aren't.
Wednesday
No, they
nights-
aren't, Corbin. They're not all that creepy.
Mhm.
I hope.
Guess we'll see.
Guess so.
We might find stuff coming in
Corbin.
handy.
Corbin.
It's just got Thursday and Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, let's move along our way then.
So you guys are headed towards the castle, and you're gonna blow the skull up after a little while, setting like some kind of
Can we
timer
just-
on it or something, or
Can we just shoot a firebolt into the powder keg?
sure.
Well,
Flaming arrow.
What's your range on firebolt?
Well, mine does psychic damage, so I can't technically do
Oh.
it.
What does mine do? Oh, mine is fire damage. Okay,
What's your range?
I'll shoot it. It's 120 feet.
120. Okay. Talon, can you beat 120 feet?
not beat 120 feet.
Cordelia,
Not even close.
can you beat 120 feet?
I highly doubt it. My spells don't do that at all, anyways.
Do you still have plenty of spell slots, Joe?
Oh, that's a
Question,
cantrip.
SETI.
Hmm?
My
Question.
scorching ray is 120 feet.
Yeah, that's as far as mine go, I'm pretty sure.
Question. This is a weird sort of thing. Seeing if I could possibly utilize my meta magic to
I have a
use
question.
distance spell to help basically enhance their distance.
I
Not
have
to
a question.
increase theirs, no. What's your question,
Okay,
ma'am?
I was just
Why don't we just take some of your gunpowder and make a, say, 50, 70 foot long trail, then get 120 feet away from that and fireball the trail?
Because I only have
Like
so
a
much
visual.
gunpowder.
Okay.
Do you have your
Do you have
gunpowder
enough
without
rope?
your cart?
Do what?
Do you have your gunpowder without your cart?
This is
Yeah.
Esmeralda's part.
Wait, we
It's in my
have
back.
Okay.
we have rope and we have oil and wine, why don't we just create a fuse then?
Really long fuse.
I don't even need to do all that, because what I can do is I can just see here. I can just put some of my bombs in there to have. See here. 3. I'll use 3 of them. 4 of them, that's 12d6. So let me subtract those. And then I'm going to my little wristwatch ballista cannon thing. I'm going to send it over there right in front of it. And then we could just go away, and then once we get far enough, I'll just have him detonate it. I'll just rebuild him. Takes me like 5 minutes.
Okay. So you're doing all that. Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay. So what kind of timer are we looking at then?
I just put 4 of the bombs in there, and I took my little wristwatch cannon thing off, and I put it right in front of it, and then we just go away, and then it just detonates it. Once we get far enough away, it's just going to shoot it.
Okay.
And then I'll make a new one.
Okay.
Are we on our way then?
I think so. We blew it up,
yeah.
right?
Yep. Unless
Yes.
said he's gonna drop 5 dragons on us.
I was about to say, Talon
Not
wants to
really.
be on the lookout while they're driving down, suggesting that everybody else is too.
Yeah, you guys will get. How far away do you want to be?
Are you looking at the map?
Yeah.
I thought we were about here.
You're somewhere around there, yeah.
Okay.
We could get to the tree line. Right?
Yeah, that's a good half mile.
Yeah.
Worst case, we still have a little bit of cover in the trees, and in case something does hear it.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure by now we know that with Tobias doing it, it's going to be pretty big.
And that helps.
Only way it could be much bigger is if the Mythbusters did it.
I don't know. Maybe if we had a party full of artificers, I'm sure it'd be extremely big.
True story. Okay. You all blow up the.
If we all die,
the
everybody has to roll an artificer.
Wow.
Next time Floki hosts Tavern One Chat, we all have to do artificers.
First of all, I'm gonna kill you all now if you don't stop calling them artificers. Secondly,
Artificers?
artificer. It's an artificer. Because it's an artifice. Just don't call it an artificer. Anyway.
Artifighter?
I
will go
sapper.
Right. So you guys hear the explosion, and you continue traveling on. You end up eventually going underneath. You're going through what's a beautiful choke point with after the tree line. You see the gates that enter the original Barovia countryside. before Strahd became the lord that he is now. And it was actually before he even became the Dread Domain Lord. He was just Lord over Barovia. And then he reached out and he kept getting more and more land and more territory before he eventually made the Dark Pact. But you pass through, and once you get to that T, the choke point is over. There's still hills and valleys and stuff, but the roadway itself is pretty much a valley in and of itself, but the hillsides are not right there next to you where it's a choke point. You can either go to your left, which is on the map to our right, towards the castle, or you can go left towards the Sar Falls. What Tobias's map shows as an old village called Old Saramir, or you can go towards, the camp of Madame Eva, back towards Barovia. I assume you guys are turning left and going up the road towards the castle, towards Strahd's estate.
Yeah.
Do we get
Are
the
we-
beautiful welcome wagon there?
Right? Are we able to take a short rest going that direction?
Yes.
So we're going to Old Carmina.
Yeah, that's
So
what I
we're going to
thought
go
too.
there.
Oh, are you going
We're
to the
gonna go
old
there and
village?
sleep
Okay.
overnight.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
Are we at the
it's
really
up to
going to Strahd?
everybody. It's up to everybody, but I thought that's what we decided.
Yeah.
I didn't know what everybody decided yet.
I don't know what everyone's
Because we were
doing.
wanting a full rest before we saw Strahd.
We
Okay.
also don't want to dilly dally
We
too
did the
long.
full-
Don't want what's her name to get there either.
Right? Yeah.
What are we doing?
So are we going straight to Strahd's?
It's up
And then we still get the short rest?
I say just go straight to Strahd's.
Y'all were worried about going there with not being fully, but that's fine with me.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Don't piss them off.
you said we can get a short rest, right, Seti, while we're
Yeah,
traveling?
you guys can definitely get a short rest as you're traveling. So if you guys want to go ahead and do your short rest hit points now, before we get to the
Yeah.
castle, in case you need them, so we don't have to roll them then.
Okay, and now I have two sorcery point. I have two of my sorcery points back.
I have inspiration. Okay. Hit
When you
points.
finish your
Well,
short rest, you can regain up to 2 sorcery points. I can only use it once a day, though.
all right. That's my stuff is like a D8, isn't it?
Bards, yeah.
First. Okay. I'm gonna be rolling all of them. Not too bad. Oh wow, that's good. 14, 22, 27.
Tell me when y'all are ready.
I am.
Come.
Ready as we're gonna be.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Good old Castle Ravenloft. So as you get closer and closer to the castle, climbing up the hillside, and it's not a very steep climb. I mean, it's a very nice, smooth transition as you guys are going up this hillside. Um, you cross over this this causeway. It's almost like a drawbridge, but it is a section of land that leads up to where there's these two towers on each side, and past the two towers is an actual drawbridge that goes to a courtyard. And as you are, thick, cold fog swirls around. Sporadic flashes of lightning lance sweeping clouds overhead, and the thunder shakes the actual cart as you guys are traveling. Um, the drizzle is just enough to be annoying. Um, Torch flames fluttering on each side of the keep's main doors, but there's warm light spilling out of the entranceway and some of the windows. And just as you cross over the drawbridge into that main courtyard, there's this massive bolt of lightning streaking through the sky behind the castle as if on cue, lighting up the entire castle for you to see the looming structure ahead of you. You pull into the courtyard, and you can see towards the back left side is a small little servant's courtyard where there's a stable house. Inside you can see several horses, and one of them you see has orange hooves, an orange mane that flickers as if they're alive. The mane and the hooves, not the horse. The horse is definitely alive. Steam billows out of its nostrils. There's two black carriages that are a beautiful jet black with immaculate sterling silver fixtures all over them. There's a young, gaunt man in the stable house that kind of turns towards you as you pull in. You see him walk over and start pulling the gatehouse doors shut, so as to show you that he won't be taking care of your wagon. Not that he needs to take care of the quasi horses, but he wouldn't be taking care of horses either. And before Esmeralda's able to even bring the wagon to a complete stop there in the courtyard, all the gatehouse doors are shut. and you see the lantern light inside of it go very dim, as if he thinks he can actually hide in there, like you didn't see him in there. The entryway where you guys are pulled up at is if it weren't shadowed in fog and heavy drizzle, would most likely be very beautiful. Tobias, you recognize this courtyard. You've been to this courtyard. In the world you came from, you know how beautiful it is during the daytime. It is not beautiful right now. It is dreary. It is ominous. A man comes walking out of the doors of the castle towards your wagon. He is very pale looking, but you can tell he's an elf. His ears are blatantly obvious. He has a long black cloak, and at his sides, as the wind whips up the cloak, you can see 2 scimitars scabbard. He gets within talking range, so that as not to have to shout over thunder or the rain falling. I assume you're here to have dinner with his lordship.
Yes.
You guys
We were were
Would he
invited
be a
after all.
would he be a dark elf by chance? Not a dark elf. The
Dusk
night
elf.
elves.
No, he
Yeah,
is.
dusk elf?
He is a dusk elf. Yes.
Okay, so I can make a guess on exactly who he is. He is Rahadin, if I'm correct.
Well, you'd have to ask him that.
I know I'm making a guess.
Are you saying his name or?
Belvar will tilt his head. May I make the assumption that you are Rahadin?
Yes, half-blood. I am Rahadin. And you are?
My name is Belivar.
Nice to make your acquaintance, Belivar. If you follow me, I'll bring you all inside and get you out of this nasty weather. Follow me. And he turns around and starts heading towards the doors.
Right. Down away we go, I guess.
The ornate outer doors of the castle, they're flanked by flittering torches and iron sconces. And about 20 feet inside, there's a second set of doors. And as you all walk in, those doors suddenly just fly open. And you are met with the sound of organ music. I think we all know what that sounds like. It's in every single horror movie we've ever seen. There's a set of double doors to the west that lead to an exit, you assume. Overhead in this vaulted entry foyer, you see 4 statues of dragons up in the corners. their eyes flickering in this torchlight. All four of them look to be a good 15 feet above you. Just far enough away that you couldn't jump up and try to steal the beautiful gems out of their eyes, Joe. Just high enough that you couldn't reach them. But close enough, Tobias, that if those open mouths are charged with anything, they could all four hit you. He brings you into the next little area right past that. And as you all, 5, 6 actually, forgot Kurz is 7 with Esmeralda. As the 7 of you step inside that area, the doors behind you shut as if on cue. To your left, 15 feet wide, is the most beautiful crushed red velvet stairwell. These stairs are immaculate. So much so that one of you just kind of tiptoes over a little bit and kneels down, and you soon feel that although it looks like crushed velvet, it is blood red marble. 15 feet wide. Spiral. The spiral, more like the spiral of a conch shell than a normal spiral staircase. Ahead of you, probably 100 feet, you see the entrance to a chapel. And on the wall in front of the chapel, you see the skull of a dragon hanging. Just a skull.
But it's like 15 feet long.
It's a pretty big skull. It'll probably take 2 of you to carry it as you run out of here. I mean, 2 of you to carry it if you were to try to get it. Rahadin turns to you and smiles and goes, I will let the master know you are here. And he turns to the right and heads down a short hallway before making a right down another hallway that you didn't even realize was there, towards the sound of the organ music. And for you don't know how long, the 6 of you are standing there. Stairwell to your left, closed doors behind you. A good 100 feet in front of you, a dragon skull in front of a beautiful cathedral with double doors, 2 sets of double doors on each side of the dragon skull going into this cathedral church. To your right, a couple open hallways. But you at least have a few moments, a few seconds to make a decision, whether it's right or wrong, intelligent or not.
Does anyone else know the reduce spell?
No.
I may.
We should probably hold off. Start with though, guys.
Yeah, and I will take
Yes.
that. I will take that time to let our newest party members know that Strahd does not know my name for no particular reason but fun, and let them know that he thinks my name is Janessa.
It is noted.
Okay.
So do you want us to call you?
Right, Janessa?
Yep.
Yeah, that's fine, I guess. I don't know
Okay.
how long we're gonna be here. So
Tell the DM one more time.
Alright.
They don't know. He doesn't know your name is Amelie. He doesn't know your name is Cordelia either.
No, I just told him a completely different random name when I
Okay.
first met him.
And what is that random name?
Janessa.
Janessa. Okay.
Are you having fun yet, Sunny?
I thought I was.
You
Janessa,
forgot the last time I talked to him, though. I was like, I just leave it
Look in
alone.
there somewhere. I'm gonna ask why Tobias is eyeing the dragon skull, because I haven't heard anything about like why they might need it or anything yet.
Um, we sort of need to take that back to Argenbostolt.
Okay. So the plan is to somehow smooth talk him into letting us have it.
We have some news that we could maybe bargain with. He
Oh,
does
You
or
sure.
could
doesn't.
just ask him for it.
That is always
Somebody,
possible.
yeah. And if he doesn't just hand it, we can say we've got the certain news.
Actually, you guys know what?
Hmm?
He probably already knows that we went to the castle. You don't know this, Joe, but Tobias and what did you
Elgar?
say you wanted him to be? No.
Or
He like whispers,
So
Cordelia, what your name
Samantha?
is Janessa.
That's it.
But while
So
we were
he's fine.
there was like a scrying spell that put Kurz's dead head on a statue that was kind of like messing with some of us for a while. So I'm pretty sure he knows why we want Skull.
The skull. Okay. So we'll
Guy.
ask really, really nicely.
Please and thank yous.
Okay.
Sometimes it's better to ask forgiveness than permission. I start walking down towards the chapel.
Helen's pretty sure he couldn't stop you even if he wanted to.
I
So
need to find the privy. I have to pee.
I don't
don't
think
forget
it's
to
that
wash
direction.
your hands. Actually, while he's going that way, he'll be like, look for some of the water too.
Water?
What?
The water? Why water?
So, Tobias, as you were
Holy water.
walking down the hallway,
Oh,
Never know, it's a cathedral.
just I don't think he'd have holy water in his own home.
Maybe he couldn't get rid of it. I don't know. Why does he have a cathedral? Could have got rid of it all.
That's true. It looks ornate.
It does look nice.
I'm guessing he just likes nice looking things.
I agree. That's why he brought me here.
is that why?
I thought that was
Just
why
say
he
there's
brought
no
me here. Resemblance to his ex-wives, maybe?
You hear from behind you as you're walking, and you guys don't even see him, but you hear Rahadin going, "That is not the way to the bathroom."
Where is it? Please.
I mean, if you continue walking, it's in your pants. Otherwise, it's right over here down this hallway. To your left.
Okay.
Unless you want to shit yourself by going after whatever you thought you were going after.
I was just looking for the restroom.
And you thought it might be in the cathedral.
I thought maybe the door outside the cathedral was that one.
Your thought's wrong. It is right over here.
Okay.
And he points down the hallway.
If you'll excuse me.
We will all wait right out here for you, and then the Lord will see you all for dinner.
Go to the restroom. I'm in there for a few minutes and I'm like, I have to make it convincing. So I wait. It's like uncomfortably long time that I wait. And then I'm gonna Ace Ventura it when I walk out. Nah, I come out, I wash my hands, and I walk back out. I was like, okay, thank you.
Right through him. And he walks you down a hallway, and you guys enter a very long dining room. You remember the layout now that you're in here, Tobias, of... No, she didn't bring you in for dinner, did she? Nope, you didn't get to have dinner. That was a different night.
Nope.
Sorry, my bad.
All I did was run into the outer wall.
Yep. And that was a character that Kat's no longer playing.
Yep.
I got to have dinner. Yep. So you guys are taken into a very long dining room. A table that is way too long. And at the other end of the room, sitting at an organ, you see the back of the head of Strahd. 3 enormous crystal chandeliers brilliantly illuminate this magnificent chamber. Pillars of stone stand against dull white marble walls, supporting the ceiling. In the center of the room, a long, heavy table is covered with fine white satin cloth. The table is laden with many delectable foods: roasted beast, basted in savory sauce, roots and herbs of every taste, and sweet fruits and vegetables. Some things that some of you have not seen for a very, very long time. Maybe not even ever. There's a place set for each of you, with fine, delicate china and silver. At each place is a crystal goblet filled with an amber-colored liquid that smells very fragrant. At the center of the far west wall, between floor-to-ceiling mirrors, stands a massive organ. Its pipes blare out a thunderous melody that speaks in its tone of greatness and despair. Seated at the organ, facing away from you, a single caped figure, pounding the keys in raptured ecstasy. And suddenly he stops, and a deep silence falls over the dining hall as he slowly turns towards you. Good evening.
Oh.
Hello.
Good
Hi, sir.
evening.
Walks towards the table. Join me, will you, please? I'd love to have you for dinner.
Over for dinner or for dinner?
What is your pleasure?
Preferably not dinner.
Not to be dinner.
Very well. Kaz, it is good to see you again. You look different. Kurz is remarkably silent.
It is shocking.
Cat got your tongue.
The cat definitely has his tongue. He walks over and he sits down. Please, sit, eat, drink, be
The
merry.
food definitely looks delicious.
It is delicious. I will not even be insulted if you feel the need to cast detect poison, detect whatever you need. Go ahead.
I'm going to look at him. I'm going to look at him and say, "Should I feel the need to cast detect poison? Should I feel the need to cast anything that would tell me if you're trying to sway us?" And then when he answers, I want to see if I can tell if he's telling the truth.
I'm not sure what name you want me to call you, but you do not have to cast it. I'm telling you if you'd feel more comfortable. Janessa,
And somehow that didn't answer my
Cordelia,
question.
the name you don't want anyone to know. No,
That
That
you
didn't
do not
answer
need
my
to
question.
cast anything. You do not need to cast anything. You have my word. This food is safe. This food is better than safe. This is most likely the best food any of you have ever had in your lives.
Hard to say. I did used to live in a castle.
Are you challenging the food that I've had prepared?
No, I'm
I
just saying it's probably the best food I've had
Yeah, you walk
since
around with it
coming
on there for
to
like
your
3 minutes.
lands.
It is definitely the best food you've had since coming to my lands, Bolivar. Very possibly better than the food you had before you left where you came from. Joe, I guarantee
I have
you,
never had good.
I guarantee you this is the best food you've ever had in your life.
I'm gonna look around at everybody and wait for them to take a bite.
Belvar is going to sit and he's showing his proper, like he is full proper etiquette.
Well, I'm not so fancy. So I'm just gonna wait until somebody else takes a bite, and then I'll just stab the food.
I'll take a bite.
Belvar is taking a bite as well.
Eat food.
You gonna eat the
It
food too?
is the best food you guys have had. Definitely since coming to Barovia. Possibly in your whole life.
I'll
5-star
roll.
Michelin. There are foods here, Bolivar, that you know from your time in the court are very hard to come by.
I give a nod, and it looks like he's like thinking for a moment, and I just give a nod of like, okay, this is hard to come by. I am curious, but he's not going to voice it. He's like showing that he recognizes some of the foods.
Tobias, are you going to eat or or do you just want to fill your gut up again so you can go piss?
I take a big drink of the wine, and then grab some like some kind of roll or bread or something like that and start eating it.
And I gotta ask this just for honor of Wednesday night. Any muffins?
No muffins. Zero fucking muffins.
It's here. I'm just gonna start shoveling the food in.
There's
'Cause
rolls.
I've never
There's
seen most of this stuff.
croissants. You know, there's a hog. There's turkey. There's pheasant. Um, there's
It's a pity.
all kinds of stuff. What is a
Any
pity?
horse?
It's a
No,
pity
there's no
that
horse.
it's a pity that the people of Brovia cannot eat like this. You yourself can't eat this, am I correct?
Oh, I could. I just wouldn't enjoy it.
Would
Would
it
still
not be
provide. Go ahead, Cordelia.
would it not be beneficial to you and the people that you rule over if you showed them the same kindness you're showing us and give them this ability to eat good as well?
Let me ask you a question, Cordelia. And you see that although you guys have goblets filled with the amber, his is filled with red. Yours definitely looks more liquidy than his.
Yeah.
Cordelia, would say you had some dogs, whatever kind of dogs you had. I do not care. They could be pugs. They could be poodle, ankle biters. They could be big dogs. You could have the shepherds. You could have some mastiffs, whatever. A wolfhound. But you have dogs, right? And your dogs are used to eating. Say they're used to eating table scraps, maybe. Maybe some scraps from your table. Maybe even you were able to buy a good dry food for them from the mercantile, right? And the local farmer, he comes to you. He says, "Hey, I just butchered this cow. I have filet mignon. I have sirloin. I have the choice cuts of beef. Would you waste it on the dogs?"
I would not consider it a waste. I would consider taking the leftover pieces that were almost as good and giving it to them.
I see. You would give the leftovers to the dogs.
No, I would not consider them leftovers. Leftovers would be giving what was eaten here to the dogs. But what you're talking about is you're talking about butchering an animal and keeping the choicest pieces for yourself, but that's not to say that the other pieces are not good.
Oh, the pieces yes, the choice meat is for me. The rest I feed to the hogs and the rats. The dogs? The dog get what they deserve.
If I had a dog, I would look at it as my friend and give it what I thought it deserved, which for me would be almost as good as what I have now.
Let's see. If you had a dog, you would give it what do you think it deserves?
Yes.
What if you had a horse? Would you tell it to run
Well,
so it could be killed?
no, that was perhaps a mistake, but we make mistakes in life, and unfortunately, they come back to haunt us.
Yes. I agree.
I would not think a gentleman would bring that up, but it is what it is.
What of you, Belivar? What do you think I should do with all this good food? Should I waste it on peasants and dogs? Or is it not to waste if I feed them? You are from a
From
court,
my
you know.
yes, from my ventures through your lands, I have noticed that crops are hard to come by. Luck spot places have the ability, but most it's dying. What happens when you start running out of people? Do you keep bringing people like us here? It may end up becoming tiresome. I'm not going to say you'd have to give all your food. Probably enough to make them compliant would probably be the best wording.
Compliant. Belivar. The peasants, the serfs, even the burgomasters, they are all compliant. Even the Vistani that can travel to and from Esmeralda will attest to this. The Vistani are compliant. When I say fetch, the dogs fetch. They are compliant. Do I long for better dogs? Yes, I do. I'd prefer to have more wolfhounds, more mastiffs. They are better for hunting. There's more meat on their bones. They're more fun to watch. What would I do? I mean, they continue to bring me, the Vistani continue to bring me more and more people. As far as the land dying, no, the land is not dying. There was not too long ago, I mean, with part of this group, Belivar, that you seem to have replaced, there was this little man. He was a friend of Kerr's, a little gnome. Little gnome by the name of Norman. Norman, he blessed the land around Valaki. It is difficult. I want to tell a joke that none of you have heard that a Vistani told me once. Why there are no vampires in a place called Australia? It's because they bless the rains. Down in no, I fucked up the joke. It's a Vistani joke about Africa. They bless the rains down there. It's why I can't live down there. But anyway, I don't want to go to Africa anyway. I like Barovia. I like my home. It is nice here. But Norman, he blessed the lands around Valaki. He did, much like he blessed the lands over there at the Wizards of the Wine. And now the stuff, it grows. It grows in good plants, and the dogs and the rats and the hogs and the peasants, they will all eat good. It will, how shall you say, fatten the hogs up. I
Well-
like when the fattened hogs are available.
Well, the Barovia I was once in, they were fighting over crystals. Crystals were being stolen from the Wizards of the Winery.
Yes, the magic eggs, the magic crystals, the gems, whatever they are. They've been around
Oh.
longer than I've been around.
And how long have you?
It little over 400 years.
Interesting.
My man Rahaden has been around longer than I have.
Elves do live for a long time.
They do. They do.
I'm curious, though. If it is impolite of me to ask, please say so. But how did you become a vampire?
It's a little personal, but I do not mind a sharing. There's a beautiful, beautiful blessing that was bestowed upon me by the fates to reward me for being such a vicious and unrelenting warrior. Some would say a bloodletter. So I was blessed. And now I get to live forever as a vampire, as the fates call me. They don't
I
fucking
have to
use
go, guys.
these. Oh, is it
Oh,
time?
Cordelia.
Okay, Cordelia. Good
Yeah,
night.
it's time.
Have a good night,
Night,
Cordelia.
Hi, Cordelia.
So with Cordelia gone, and with Kerr's not here to hear all the good juicy bits, I will allow
Wait,
each
we're
of
gonna-
you to ask one question of Strahd before we end for the night. If
I
you
asked
have
my,
one,
I'll say
Strahd.
I asked my one. I say I
You
asked my
always
one.
touch your dick.
I assume that was above table.
Yes, very much so.
Okay.
Yeah, please do not set up any more fights.
I cast magic missile at his
Tell
mouth.
us beforehand.
I will misty step myself as far away from you as possible.
We're stuck in this castle.
Why don't the other three of you roll initiative to see who gets to ask first or who has to ask first?
Like I said, I asked my question, I'll say, and I have more. I have a conversation I have.
Oh,
wanting.
I am sure there's more you want to talk about, Bellabar.
Yeah, so I'll let the others have this fun.
I got an 8.
Talon got an 8.
Yeah.
Joe?
I got 16.
You're up.
I got a 14.
You got a 14?
Yep.
Okay. Joe, you can take a few minutes to think about what you want to ask, but you do have to go first. And after he answers it, we'll see how long that fucking takes. He doesn't shut up. And then Tobias will get his question. Esmeralda's ass out. She doesn't get to ask a question. And Talon, you will finish up with your question. While Joe is thinking of a question, Twitch, if you could ask a question of Strahd, one question only, what would it be?
That's such a tough one.
And don't forget, they bless the rains down in Africa. Can't believe I fucked that joke up with Australia instead.
You really did.
I can't believe I did that. Ruined a perfectly good, stupid fucking Strahd joke.
You probably couldn't go down to Australia either because it's very sunny. I don't. There's. This looks like an easy
Corbin!
thing out there. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being 100% on board. Oh my God, the feet!
No, damn it, Corbin!
Feet.
There is this rumor. There is this rumor that I am into. What the fuck was that?
That thing fell.
Oh, it was my cane. My crow cane.
Well, but it hit things.
Your D20.
It hit
Your
several
leather bag.
swords.
Well, the D20 light.
Oh,
I
yes,
guess
yes. As it fell, it hit the leather D20.
Yeah.
So there is this nasty rumor that I, Lord Strahd von Zarovich, is into feet. I do not know how this rumor started. I think it was by a group of women who have been scorned by me. They want to be with me, and I have turned them down. And they think that I have turned them down because they all have nasty, ugly feet, and I must therefore only be into pretty feet. Honestly, the feet are the last thing I look at. Feet are the last thing that I even care. I started it with the hunters. How the hell did I start it with the hunters? I don't even remember how it all started. But I honestly don't care about feet. Necks. I am a neck man. Only vampires. I go to only vampires and I look for necks.
I show very pretty ones, I'm sure.
I'm very pretty. I especially like the nape of the neck. I'm not so much into the neck tattoos. I mean, I don't like the color
Does it
of my
make
food.
things taste funny?
It depends if it's a picture of a clown or not.
Oh, okay.
Have you thought of your question yet?
No, I got very distracted by the feet. I think I'm gonna ask about the giant dragon head. What the story is behind.
Oh, the dragon skull out in the hallway. It is the skull of Argynvost. He was one of the last dragons in Barovia. What I consider Barovia, which is everything that the mist touches, is Barovia. And over 400 years ago, he had the silver dragons. His castle, it overlooked a little village called Berez. I turned it into a swamp. But I led my men against Castle Argynvost because the Lord, he was a challenge to me and my land. He and his men were bound and determined to vanquish me, to overtake me, to make sure that I was not able to take over all of Barovia. So when my men took the keep, I took my prize, which was the head of my enemy. See, he loved to always be in humanoid form. So I made sure he was killed in dragon form, so that I could have his head in dragon form, so that he could never have what he desired, which was humanoid form. It's one of the things I love to do, Joe. I love to find out what you love most and deprive you of it. Because nobody deserves what they desire most. Nobody can have what they desire most. So tell me, Joe. Tell me the thing that you desire most that I would keep from you.
The rain clouds.
What?
The rain clouds. I love the rain.
You love the rain.
Mhm.
Okay, so I need to keep you dry. That
Cool,
will
but I
be
also like
different.
the clouds.
That will be very difficult, Joe, because I definitely think I would keep you wet.
Ooh.
Well, like, okay, but you just said you would take it from me.
I definitely will take it from you. But I think you'd be more willing to give it.
The rain clouds?
I don't think we're talking about rain clouds, Joe. What of you, Tobias? What question do you have for me?
Why Irina?
Tatiana has always been the love of my life. She comes back in a new life form. Currently,
And she's Irina?
that is Tatiana. That is the woman that I love, that loves me. She is what I desire most. And as I just explained, you cannot have that which you desire the most in Barovia.
Did you ever think to just ask her?
That's two questions, Tobias. But maybe I want her to ask me.
It's been my experience. If you're waiting for a woman to ask you, it's not going to happen.
We shall see, Tobias. We shall see. Talon?
You said that everyone here is like your dogs. They mind, they're obedient. Why is it that Baba Yaga is one against you?
What makes you think Baba Yaga is against me?
Somebody wants you to die. They're against you.
Is it that she wants me to die? Or is it that she truly wants me to live?
That is the question that you said you would answer.
She does not want me to die. She wants me to live. To truly live. To be able to experience life outside of Barovia. To truly live.
Do you have to be whole to experience life outside of Barovia then?
For me to experience life outside of Barovia, it would require me to have what I desire. To have my bride, Tatiana, to be whole, to be complete. And if all of you would like to go home, if any of you would like to go home, I will gladly spread the mist wide open and allow you to walk out of here if you simply bring me my bride.
You said you have to be whole, though. How you walk out of here with her and being whole?
I won't be whole when I walk out of here. If you bring me the bride, it will make me whole.
Said you needed to die to be whole, to become... You didn't even become whole. She wasn't part of it until just a second ago.
Talon.
Yes.
What nonsense are you talking about? I want my wife, Tatiana. It will make me whole. And once I am whole, once I have Tatiana and I'm whole, I will be able to leave. I will be able to spread open the mist. Everyone can go home.
How does that work with Baba Yaga wanting you dead? You said you would be whole then.
She doesn't want me dead. Why?
Sure?
Why would she want? No, she cared for me my whole life. All she cares about is making sure that I am happy and whole. Yes, I was her baby boy.
No. She calls you big, dick, fertilizer. What she calls you.
I'm sorry, my lord, but I have I know I asked the question a while ago, but I have one more for you. You're saying you're not free to go. You're trapped here in the mist?
Yeah. That's what he
Because I
said.
may have a key. I may have a key that can get you free.
Oh,
Oh, really?
Would you like to see if it works?
I mean, what is this key?
Esmeralda. And I hold my hand out for the talisman.
Her eyes
Don't
get
you
pretty
have
fucking
any?
wide. Yeah, no, because Joe said you don't get to carry the bags and the talisman at once.
yeah, but he gave up
Well,
one of
then
his
that's
bags.
a good idea.
Yeah, one of the bags holds the item and Belvar has it.
Oh yeah.
Well, no, he just gave up a bag. It didn't have to be the one with the talisman in it, but
Literally, all I have to do is just drop the infusion on it. His bag falls to the floor. His little box falls to the floor, and I just infuse. I just burn another spell to create another bag.
Real quick, Talon.
yeah.
Insight roll on you about everything you're saying. Is a 16.
Yeah, that's good.
So he knows that you really believe you're telling the truth.
He knows that I really believe I'm telling the truth.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I am actually telling the truth.
Or at least you believe you are. Yeah.
I believe I am telling the
What
truth.
we were saying.
I wasn't sure if you wanted to wait till next week for that, but
Oh,
whatever.
we definitely have to now because freaking Carl's trying to freaking bagman
Yeah.
this shit.
Yeah, just go ahead and tell me.
Right?
Go ahead and let him ramble on now, because next week we're probably not going to get to ramble very much.
Oh no.
Well, I was also
Course
waiting
not.
for that
Carl
stupid
just
box.
likes destroying the freaking.
I mean, it's
I'm
nine.
waiting
It's
chaos.
9:51 anyway.
Yeah.
So
And I'm
we
starting to
dragged
zone
it
out.
We dragged it out. You can always count on Carl, right? Sunday night. Whew. They
I swear to God, anytime Strahd is around and Carl wants to do something, Magic Missile on Wednesdays, now double bagging on Sundays. Ugh.
Above table, Strahd so ugly I have to double bag it.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
God damn it.
Oh, that's the
you
fifth
said
face
it.
palm on Sunday night.
Can I
Oh.
cast prone on Tobias just so he doesn't do something stupid?
I was going to say that real quick. For when he believed that all he needed was Tatiana or Irina to be whole.
Mm-hmm.
Does he truly believe that, or
Give me an insight check.
about fucking time? 19.
He honestly believes that too. He honestly believes he only needs Tatiana to be whole.
So he's fucking delusional.
I just realized I could teleport Tatiana.
You know what I'm saying? Come back
Wait,
an
on
option
okay,
Sunday
so
night.
now.
if we teleported Tatiana over here and then he realized that it didn't do anything, then what would we do?
The problem is, we gotta make sure that nobody kills him before then.
There are lots of problems here, y'all. Lots of
Yes,
problems.
there's big problems here
We'll
that
find out
didn't
what
get
Now we
solved.
have
happens
to keep
next Sunday.
Strahd alive.
I guess that solves it. We're just gonna have to go back and kill Irina. I mean,
I mean, it's happened
I have a,
times.
Carl's back, y'all. It's been a
Yeah.
great
Yes.
night. I love you guys. You guys are so much fun.
Good night, Twitch.
Tell
have a good
Twitch
night,
good
guys.
night, everybody.
Good night, Twitch.
Right before the screen fades to black, it says "to be continued." I set the talisman, and the 2 bags are holding on the table.